All right, welcome back, everybody. Bam Adebayo, unlikely candidate to become the NBA's #2 all-time leading scorer in a single game. Of course, Wilt Chamberlain still holding the record with 100, and now Kobe in third place with 81. And it's a reminder that the year Kobe died at 41, he was traveling from Catholic Mass and died on the 41st day of the Pope's age. And then they had to delay the NBA season because of Cooties 19, which forced the deciding game of the finals, Lakers beating Miami and Bam Adebayo, to exactly 41 weeks after LeBron's birthday, who is 41 years old right now. I see Richard in the chat said Bam played 41 minutes tonight, but remember the Lakers beat Miami on Father-Daughter Day. And there's a lot of layers to this, just like how Kobe's death was perfectly synced with the Pope. Tonight's ritual totally synced with the Pope, the new Pope, the first American Pope, Pope Leo the 14th. 14 years ago is when LeBron won the finals with Miami. Well, we'll put it all together here. This ritual is just ridiculous. This is a new level of ridiculous. But yeah, no doubt this pays tribute to Wilt and Kobe. And of course, Wilt and Kobe, both from Philly, both played for the Lakers. LeBron on the Lakers used to play for Miami. Remember how LeBron passed Kobe Bryant in points scored in Philly the day before Kobe died? Remember that? This points stuff. 83, you guys. Have you read my book? Have you read my book, Number Games, that came out in 2020 right after Kobe died? I just spent a lot of extra time writing this book, so I had to put in a big-ass chapter about Kobe's death in here. Kobe's death was synced with the 83-year-old Pope. He died on the anniversary of Bear Bryant dying on the same day. Bear Bryant, the football coach from Alabama, who died in 83. Let's go through it all here. There's a lot here. If you guys forgot, again, if you're new here, Gematria, the practice of coding numbers into words. 4 base ciphers, alphabetic order, reverse alphabetic order, both orders with numerology applied. You got to know these 4 ciphers. It allows you to see through the totality of these rituals. But yeah, Kobe died in a big old 83 ritual, synced with the 83-year-old Pope Francis. Pope Francis was 83 when Kobe died. Helicopter crash 83 like murder. And if you've never heard the song Murder by Numbers by the Police from 1983, go look up the lyrics, read them, listen to the song. It's creepy. It's about killing is as simple as ABC is 1, 2, 3. And if you're new here, again, I've gone over a million times how these ciphers work. Again, it's all based on the alphabetic order. Alphabetic order forwards, in reverse, and both orders with numerology applied. Super simple to learn. I could teach this to a 7-year-old. But yeah, did you see the Heat got their 37th win tonight? Heat picked up the 37th win. You might recall that was a big number in Kobe's death. Wizards stayed on 16 wins. Isn't that the year Kobe retired? 2016. They sacrificed Moses Malone and Daryl Dawkins for Kobe right before that season tipped off. 2 basketball stars drafted out of high school. I wonder who's going to get it for this 83 ritual. You know somebody's going to get it for this 83 ritual. And by the way, you guys, 83 is the 23rd prime number. Prime numbers are those that can only be divided by 1 in themselves. So the only numbers that go into 83 are 83 and 1. 83 is the 23rd prime. LeBron's wearing that 23 patch this year. Today had 23 date numerology as well. I'm pretty sure Memphis stayed on 23 wins versus Philly today. Speaking of Wilt and Kobe. But yeah, look at this, you guys. Just look at this. Look at this. Bam. I guess let's just start right here. Another guy that might factor into this is Jordan. Wilt died at 63, and Jordan just turned 63. The word record equals 63. Of course, Jordan wore 23. And look at where Bam played high school ball at, in North Carolina. Of course, Jordan drafted out at UNC. He was a Tar Heel. Kobe was drafted by the Hornets and then traded for Vlade Divac in the worst trade of all time. Of course, Kobe was the 13th pick of the draft. Bam wears 13. We'll get to Bam being the 14th pick of the draft. The 14 is going to come up as well tonight. But yeah, let's go right here. Let's start right here. Wilt the Stilt. Man, it's crazy. Just wait till everything we get through. There's a lot to go through here. From Wilt Chamberlain's birthday anniversary to this ritual is 201 days. And again, this is why you should read. This is why everybody should know everything that's in this book. This book could have saved a lot more people's lives. Everybody would have saw through the scam in no time. Not to mention this book accurately predicted when they'd end their scam cooties. They'd have locked down the NBA and cancel March Madness for cooties. But remember, it couldn't even touch the NFL. Couldn't touch the gridiron. But yeah, I educate all about 201 and what this number is to the cabal. But yeah, look, it's 201 days after Wilt's birthday. Bam Adebayo, right? This is the name he goes by in the NBA. This isn't his actual name. His actual name's not Bam. If you didn't know that, we'll get to his actual name. Bam Adebayo. You guys should look up what Adebayo means. It's a Nigerian name that means royalty, the crown. Take it out with King James. King James. Remember when LeBron won the only finals for the Cavs on the real King James' birthday? If you were here, you could have won it 40-1. I told you all year he was going to win on the real King James' birthday. And then when he was down 3-1, it paid 40-1 for him to come back and win it on King James' birthday. The haters were mad. They wanted me to be wrong. Anyway, Bam Adebayo, 69 and 201. Today's the 69th day of the year. You know when Wilt scored 100 points, the rest of his team scored 69? It's just like when Kobe scored 60 in the last game, the rest of his team scored 41. Kobe Bryant equals 41, dies at 41. When Kobe scored 81, the rest of his team scored 41, total of 122 points on January 22nd, 122. But yeah, notice how Bam Adebayo and Wilt Chamberlain both equal 69, and this ritual goes down on the 69th day of the year, March 10th, 2026, 31 days in January. Plus 28 in February, that's 59. Plus 10 in March, that's 69. And Wilt Chamberlain's also 150. Well, how many points they win with tonight? Was it 150? 150. Okay. 150. For the record, 129 is 201 in base 8 counting. And you know what Jesuit University's out there in D.C., right? With the 129 connection. Probably the same one that wrote the script tonight. Because, again, we're going to see just how connected this is to the Superior General and the Pope. But, yeah, Georgetown. You know what else? Today's the 141st day of the NBA season. The first March Madness, the Catholic school Villanova beat Georgetown. Whose birthday? My internet's doing me dirty. Hold on. Look at this, you guys. The NBA season began October 21st, 2025. So today's 140 days after it began or the 141st day of the season. And both things matter here. Where Georgetown's 141, Washington is 140. And you see how Washington's 130 forwards? Today's 130 days before Bam's upcoming birthday, and as we'll get to, his actual real name equals 130. And it kind of reminds me of when Pete Carroll upset the 49ers on Monday Night Football a decade ago. They were a major underdog, the Seahawks, that night. They paid 3-1 to upset the 49ers. It was on Washington State's birthday. It was November 11th. And Pete Carroll picked up his 130th regular season win that night and his 140th all-time win. And obviously we called the state Washington. We also called the capital Washington. They're both named after the same man, George Washington. But yeah, how about that, you guys? You don't think the Jesuits are writing these scripts? That's what I'm mad about. I'm mad about all the proofs I brought about what's going on in this world, and you got all these idiots out here like, nah, Zach's wrong. It's the small caps. It's the small caps. The small caps are so small compared to the Jesuits. Do small caps have the world's biggest private hospital chain? No. Do they have the world's biggest private school chain? No. Do they have the world's biggest private orphanage chain? No. How much land do the small caps own compared to the Catholic Church? It might as well not even own anything. Not to mention the Jesuit fingerprints are all over that nation that everybody thinks runs the world too, the Israel. But yeah, look how perfect it is. So let's continue here because, yeah, I'm pretty sure the script did come out of Georgetown. 129 is 201 in base 8 counting. The Jesuit order equals 69 and 201. You see how this goes? Who coaches Bam Adebayo, by the way? Is it Eric Spoelstra? Where'd he go to high school? Didn't he go to Jesuit right next to the Nike campus? Trust me, I know. I'm from this town. I'm from Portland. All the rich kids go to Jesuit. Anyway, Illuminati. Who founded the Illuminati? Was that the Jesuit Adam Weishaupt? Yeah, it was. It was. You know, what illuminates the world? The sun. We call these people stars. How far away is the sun? Is it 150 million kilometers away on average? That's what they tell us, at least. They say it's 150 million kilometers away. By the way, in the century of the Jesuits, the 16th century, you know, Kobe retired in 2016. The Wizards stayed on 16 wins tonight. Heliocentrism. You see how it's got these same numbers, heliocentrism? The model that says the sun is at the center of it all, the thing the Catholic Church worships, the thing that's the Jesuit order's logo, the day of the week that the Catholic Church moved the worship to, Sunday, named after the sun, the day that Kobe died on, right before Super Bowl 54. Remember that? Joe Montana 54, the Joe Montana Bowl, Super Bowl 54. Kobe's dead the Sunday before. Kobe Bean Bryant 54, of course, 81 as well. He was 41. His daughter was 13, added up 54. Yeah, Eric Spoelstra, the coach who oversaw this tonight, went to Jesuit. And just a good day for a points record, right? 69th day of the year, points 69. You notice they had Wilt wear 54 one year? Wilt, you know what's interesting? Wilt wore 54 in the 1967 season. That was the year that the championship was San Francisco Warriors versus Philadelphia 76ers, and the Warriors start out in Philly. Kobe's dad was drafted by the Warriors, and Kobe retired 41 years after his dad was drafted. But the year that he wore 54 was 1967. That's the year that Netanyahu, this NBA season began on Benjamin Netanyahu's birthday, October 21st. It's weird because the NHL season began on Putin's birthday and the NBA season began on Netanyahu's birthday. And Netanyahu graduated from high school in Philadelphia in 67, the year that Wilt wore 54. Remember the synagogue of Satan in the Bible, the letters written to the Church of Philadelphia about the synagogue of Satan, those who claim to be ooze but are not. So, yeah, Wilt died at 63. Jordan just turned 63. I think there's something about that. From the day that Kobe made his debut in the NBA, you got to love that Kobe made his debut on November 3rd, right? We always call it the 113 league. Kobe Bryant, 113. If you guys don't know, Kobe died at 41, traveling from Catholic Mass, dying on the Pope's 41st day of his age. Kobe died on the 157th day of his own age. 58's the 41st composite number. Los Angeles Lakers equals 58. LA equals 41. Kobe was in the headlines a little before his death, 113 days from his birthday, for helping out with a car accident. But yeah, this 113 is a big number at the NBA. Michael Jordan, 113. Kobe's retirement poem was Dear Basketball. He played his last game versus the Utah Jazz, who Jordan beat in the finals. Of course, the National Basketball Association is 113. They locked down the league on the 11th of March. Tomorrow's the anniversary of that, over Cootie's 19. And that also had the 113 encoding. It's a number of deceptions straight from the Talmud. But anyway, from Kobe's NBA debut to the day that Bam was born, July 18th, 97, isn't it interesting that it was 257 days later? Los Angeles Lakers, 257. Blood Sacrifice, 257. This seems to pay tribute to Kobe's death. 257 is the 55th prime. Remember, Kobe's 81 points. If you write out Mark of the Beast, it equals 54 and 81. Just like Kobe Bean Bryant equals 54 and 81. The Mark of the Beast is 666. When Kobe scored 81, it was in his 666th game. What is going on? Hold on, my alarm phone. Ooh, I got the chills. The world is creepy, man. I don't know if this is, sometimes I think this stuff is sorcery. Somehow, I don't even know how my alarm just got set off. Somehow the garage door opened. Weird. Anyway, coming back. This is the 80th season right now. This is the 80th NBA season. When Wilt Chamberlain died on October 12th, which is the day leaving 80 days left in the year. And think about it. Wilt died shortly after Kobe came into the league, right? Kobe was still a young guy in the league. He hadn't won a championship yet. I need to look more into that angle. But Wilt dies on the day leaving 80 days left in the year. Now you have this record passing Kobe and getting close to Wilt in the 80th season. Again, just this point about Satan, 257 days after Kobe's debut. And do you see how it says Kobe made his debut at age 18, 72 days after his birthday? The Jesuit logo is IHS, which equals 18 like sun, and Jesuit order equals 72, like the sun moves 1 degree on the astrological wheel every 72 years. Okay. But yeah, here's the name Bryant in the 4-base ciphers, you guys. Again, 80th season, right? He gets surpassed. Wilt is part of the conversation. We just saw how he died on the day, leaving 80 days left in the year. It's 2026. Kobe died on the 26th day of the year in 2020. 82. Just big basketball number. 82 game season. The word game itself equals 82. And Bryant equals 37. Like, again, the Heat got their 37th win tonight. Los Angeles equals 37. Again, Kobe died on the 37th anniversary of Bear Bryant dying on the 157th day of his own age, which is the 37th prime. But yeah, Kobe dropped 81 on January 22nd. The rest of his team scored 41. They won by 18. And, you know, he made 28 shots in that game. Bam Adebayo is 28 years old right now. He played 42 minutes. Yeah, just Satanic equals 122 and 50. From Kobe's birthday to Wilt's death was 50 days. 50 days. And yeah. So yeah, when Wilt scored 100, that was March. It was also in the month of March. It was, oh, and hold up. March. Yeah, March got that 43 too. Like, it just dawned on me. March has the 43. We're going to get to the 43 piece because today's 43 days after the anniversary of Kobe's death. If you've seen Bam Adebayo's box score, you know how many 43s are in it. It's crazy. If not, we'll get to it in just a second. But look at this. When Wilt scored 100, the rest of his team scored an additional 6 points, 169 to 147, right? And man, you know what? I wonder if LeBron's going to set the games played record on 316 with the 316 points in that game. We'll look at that in a second too. But hold on. Do you see how the rest of the team scored 147 points? Wilt's team scored 169. They beat the other team who scored 147. They called Wilt the Still, right? Wilt the Still, 147. And there's some other numbers up here that matter too, which we'll come back to. He was 36 for 63. He ended up dying at age 63, guys. And like I said, Jordan just turned 63. And tonight, Bam Adebayo went 36 for 43 at the free throw line. And notice the word record is 36 and 63. Wilt went 36 for 63. Miami's got that 36 connection too. Okay. So Bam tonight, Richard Quinn at the beginning said that he saw that Bam played 41 minutes. Sometimes I'll report different numbers on different publications. ESPN saying he played 42 like Kobe. But notice, Bam took 43 shots. He shot 43 free throws as well. That is insane. And at halftime, he had 43 points. Bam had 43 at the half, which means he scored 40 in the second half. But come on, man. 43 field goals. We always talk about this number with Miami Heat, 43. And then just both these records being in March, too. March. You know what else I noticed is I saw that Wilt became a part of the Hall of Fame in 79. Maybe that's part of it, too, since Miami Heat have that connection. And keep in mind, so does Society of Jesus, which is the Jesuits. Society of Jesus, 79 and 56, like Miami Heat. You might recall everything was 56 when Cooties was going on, and LA Lakers got that connection too. That was the finals during Cooties. Anyway, today's 43 days after Kobe's death anniversary. 43 is the 14th prime number. 14 years ago was the 66th season when LeBron won the final. I remember they had to shorten the season to 66 games for LeBron. They said it was because of a lockout. You can just see this was all part of the script. 66 seasons, 66 games, LeBron James 66, LeBron 66. For the record, King is 66. Lakers is 66, who he's now with, who Wilt also played part of his career with. Wilt played for Philly and the Lakers. And oh, yeah. What did I say here? Oh, LeBron's career high was 61, and he did that on March 3rd, which is 63 days after his birthday. Like how Wilt took 63 shots and died at 63. And then LeBron setting his record on 3-3. I mean, it's just funny, too, because of this. LeBron's 33, James is 33, Bible's 33. You know, King James has the Bible named after him. They've paid tribute to that King James Bible a lot. Oh, snap. You know what? They actually paid tribute to it tonight, too, because this ritual went down 119 on the 119th day of the Superior General's Age, as we'll get to in a minute. Yeah, LeBron's about to set the all-time games record played, passing Robert Parrish with 1,611 games. And remember, the King James Bible came out in the year 1611. Here, let's see what LeBron's at right now when they do this. How many games has LeBron James played? He's 5 games away from 1611. He'll pass Robert Parrish, and Parrish is a word that relates to the church. But yeah, the King James Bible came out in 1611. The cartoon from Comedy Central of Kobe dying in a helicopter, that cartoon came out on the 16th of November, 1611. 1611. Okay. So yeah, 119 days is 17 weeks. They're the same thing. I focused on the 17 weeks here because remember, I told you guys the day that LeBron went from Ohio to LA. I told you guys that day. I said LeBron's going to win the Lakers their 17th championship in his 17th season. Ohio's the 17th state. He left Ohio on the first day of the 7th month, the 1st of July. And sure enough, and don't forget, you guys, when Kobe retired, he put out the Kobe Bryant after death shoe. The Lakers signed AD for that season, like after death. But yeah, exactly 17 weeks into the Superior General's Age, this happens. Notice the gematria of NBA, 17, 8, 64, 19. Now think about this. Wilt Chamberlain set the points record on March 2nd in 62, right? March 2nd, 62. And by the way, LeBron's career high was on the 62nd day of the year. But March 2nd, 62. So that means it's 64 years and 8 days later. Keep in mind, 64 has a square root of 8, like Kobe wore 8 for the majority of his career, including when he came in the league. But NBA, 64, 8. We call it the 17 league, 17. And then the 19 is interesting because 19 is the 8th prime number. Technically, when Kobe's career began, he was 18, thus in his 19th year of life. And I noticed, Bam Adebayo, he's an American, but he has a Nigerian name. The leader of Nigeria, he's about to turn 74. He's going to turn 74 in 19 days. And remember, when Kobe died, he died during the 74th NBA season. And, Kobe equals 33. I always talk about how they always put the 33 and the 74 together. Out of the 50 states, there's only one that equals 74, and it's the 33rd state. But, Jesus 74, Cross 74, Messiah 74, Gospel 74, Parables 74. We're talking about the Society of Jesus. The belief is Jesus was crucified at 33. Kobe died during the 74th season, synced up with LeBron. Crucify, for the record, is also 41. Crucify is 40 and 41. Kobe died 40 days after the Pope's birthday or on the 41st day of the Pope's age, dead at 41. Today is also 85 days before the start of the finals. But yeah, I mean, this part could be coincidental. The leader of Nigeria right now, it's just Adebayo is a Nigerian name, so I thought I'd look in case there was something. I said, oh, that's interesting. It's 19 days for his 74th birthday. Something tells me that's not an accident. For the record, the Roman name for Jesus is Jesus, which also equals 19. So yeah, look at this. From the Pope's birthday to this ritual, 177 days. Wilt the Stilt, 177, like the Jesuit order. Wilt the Stilt, the Jesuit order. And today's ritual also comes 85 days before the start of the finals on June 3rd, 6-3. Big basketball number. But look at Bam Adebayo's birth name. Idris Femi Adebayo equals 85. It's 130 days to his upcoming July 18th birthday. His name is 130 and 85. Of course, 85 is a big basketball number. The first ever March Madness was in 85, and this Sunday is Selection Sunday. A week from today are the first play-in games, so I'll be thinking about that when the tournament comes around, because, yeah, the first March Madness, when they changed the tournament to March Madness, the first tournament was in 1939, but they changed it to March Madness in 85, and that's the year Villanova beat Georgetown, Catholic school over the Jesuit school. I'm like listening carefully in the background. I got the creeps right now just because somehow the garage door opened and it's never done that before. I'm just like, that's so weird that that would happen while I'm talking about this stuff. Anyway, the Jesuit motto, Isus Hominum Salvator, their logo is IHS. That's what it stands for, Isus Hominum Salvator. That's 85. And again, from the start of the season to today, 140 days. It's also, again, 130 days from Bam's upcoming birthday, just both Washington numbers. That's the opponent, the Wizards. Saw this ritual with Pete Carroll once upon a time on Washington State's birthday, where he was a major underdog, picking up the 130th regular season win and 140th all-time win, including the postseason. And from Bam's last birthday to today is 235 days. The Society of Jesus equals 235, formal title of the Jesuits. And the 235 always reminds me of the Masonic compass and square. Commonly, the compass is set at 47 degrees, which means each leg is kicked out 23.5 degrees, kind of like how the tropics of the Earth are also separated by 23.5 degrees, Tropic of Capricorn and Tropic of Cancer. But yeah, if they're each kicked out 23.5 degrees, that means it's a 47 degrees of separation. You might recall that number was important when Kobe died. He died on a date with 47 numerology, 1 + 26 + 20. Black Mamba's 211, which is the 47th prime, kind of like the Vatican's birthday is February 11th, 211, but Vatican also equals 47. But look at this. From Kobe's anniversary of dropping 81 to Adebayo dropping 83, 47 days. And time equals 47 and 20. Just like how the tropics of this earth are 47 degrees apart and they naturally tell time. They measure the solstices. But it's 20 years since Kobe dropped 81. Kobe did it in 2006. Time, 47 and 20. And remember, all of these words equal 20. Seasons, cross, time, death. They're all 20. Kobe died in 2020. The alphabetic order with numerology, they're all 20. And we're coming up on the spring equinox. But yeah, what a ritual. And notice, it looks like number 20 might have been guarding Adebayo a good deal tonight, at least in this shot right here that ESPN put up. Showing 20 on Adebayo. Also, Beast equals 47, which goes with Trump, too. Trump equals 47. We're in the time of number 47. When Trump had the shooting hoax on July 13th under the 13 stripes, that paid tribute to Revelation 13 about the Beast. Adebayo wears 13. Again, Kobe was the 13th pick of the draft. But yeah, Beast 47. It goes with Kobe dropping the 81 in his 666th game. I didn't look at how many games Bam Adebayo's played. I know Bam's in his 9th season. Square root of 81 is 9. Bam's got 624 regular season games. 78 in the playoffs. So they didn't do the 666 thing with him. That would have been wild. Okay. You know what else? Hold up. It's his 57th game this season that happened. Hold on. Let me make sure. Or is this not updated yet? Oh, hold on. I bet this isn't updated yet. So he came in with 57 games played. That means tonight was his 58th game, you guys. So he passed Kobe in his 58th game. Kobe Bryant, 58. Again, 58 is the 41st composite number. And just about this thing with LeBron, too. King James, the real King James, died at age 58. So Bam's 58th game. But yeah, I mean, you can see where Kobe being Bryant, Mark of the Beast, Jesuit order, where all this stuff comes together. They got this sync with the Superior General and the Pope. And again, the Jesuit headquarters is at the Church of the Jesuit, Building 54 in Italy. And Kobe grew up in Italy. His dad played professionally over there. That's why Kobe was growing up over there. But yeah, look at the Gematria of Sun, 54-9. It's Bam's 9th season. And the 54 goes out saying we're talking about a team, Miami Heat. Their logo pays tribute to the sun, sunny Miami, except for when the rain clouds come in off the ocean and you get soaked. But yeah, the Jesuit logo is the sun with the IHS and the Templar cross and the 3 nails for the triclavianism. So. Yeah, those were the main details I caught right now. I'm guessing there's even more to this. But it's not an accident. This comes right before LeBron's about to do the King James 1611 Bible ritual, passing Robert Parish. Again, signs that this all goes back to the church. A parish doesn't have anything to do with the synagogue, but it does have to do with the church. So let me see. There might be some people out there that got some additional intel, and I'm going to drop the link. Hold on. King Richard TV says today was 267 weeks after Adebayo's 41-point career high on January 23rd, 2021. Yeah, exactly. 267 is the Philadelphia area code, and Pope Leo went to Villanova, just outside Philly, the 267 Pope. And don't forget who told you the new Pope would have something to do with Philly before it happened. Yeah. That's a good one. That's a good one. Here, let's measure that real quick. He dropped 41 one day after the anniversary of that was one day after the 15th anniversary. Like Kobe also equals 15 if it was 2021. Okay. And Kobe's 21 as well. Crazy. It shows you that this was all part of the planned script and all this time. 267 weeks and 3 days. Yeah, that's a good one, King Richard. Nice work. Nice work. All right. It's tragic how bad the viewership is. You remember how many people were watching when Kobe died? Man, we had thousands of people watching. Now we got 200 and some people watching. Terrible. All right, I dropped the link. If anybody else has anything to come on here and share, let me know. What's up, Gematria 32?
How come you keep dismissing Pope Francis? Why don't you do the measurements from his birthday and from his death date?
Well, I mean, that very well could be, since Kobe's death was synced with him.
Let's from his
Well, he
from
died
from
April 21st, Rome's birthday last year. So
no
it's
from Pope
46 weeks in a day.
no from Pope Francis' last birthday.
Okay, well, I think it's interesting right here. It's 323 days after Pope Francis died. Isn't that an LA area code 323?
No, I put 2026 from his death from 2024, 21, 2026. 421 2026.
323 is a LA area code. I know Lucifer equals 323 and Jewish, and that's interesting actually, the Lucifer thing, because again, it was the
Zach,
74th NBA
listen,
season in the
Zach,
Jewish cipher. Lucifer's 323 and 74.
Zach, from Pope Francis' last birthday to today is 83 days, bro.
Oh yeah, that would make sense. That would make sense. December 17th. Yeah.
And from today till his upcoming death anniversary is 42 days.
Yeah, it must be if it was 323 from the last one, or a span of 43, huh?
Okay.
And then the other 43 piece that we didn't cover the whole time is Jesus Christ, since this is all the Society of Jesus.
Yeah. Yep. Also as well. Yep. But yeah, the Pope Francis, man, he's the first public Jesuit Pope, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
and that's what we were saying, that when
like, I
when
don't
he
think
died, it was all synced with the Pope in 83. So yeah, 83 days after the Pope Francis' birthday anniversary. Yeah, good one.
42 days to his upcoming death anniversary, like Negro Rocks and Slave
Lakers,
Blues.
like how they had to say that Kobe died on the 4200 block.
Jesuit
Didn't make any sense because it was in the middle of a dirt field.
Doesn't Jesuit equal 42? You know?
Yeah, Jesuit 42. Yeah, that's right.
I always use that as an anchor date as well, because he's the first. Like, that was the important. You know what I'm saying? You understand? So yeah. Did you hear about
If Pope Francis were alive, he would have turned 89, like Los Angeles, California. 89, the 24th prime. Kobe's last jersey number.
Yeah. Yeah, but I just thought it was interesting to his next upcoming death anniversary from his last birthday. He's the first public Jesuit Pope. Like, like, that's not nothing to dismiss. But I wanted to ask you, did you hear about about Len Bias, right?
Of course, yeah. He died in 86 after the draft.
You heard about his mother? They reported that his mother passed away. Dr. Louise Bias or something like that. And it's interesting because I think from his last birth, well, it's synced with his death and his birthday as well. I think from his last birthday is 257 days, and her name, Dr. Lanice Bias, equals 55. And you know how I think blood sacrifice or something like that equals 257 as well.
Yeah, I'll have to go back and look at this one.
Also, I think it was 105 days from his birthday. His birthday's, I think, 11/19 or something like that, 11/18, and that's 105 days. And her name, Lanice Bias, in ordinal equals 105. So I was like,
I see. Yeah, Len Bias, if I remember right, his birthday is November 18th, the 322nd day.
Didn't he play for Maryland and get traded to the Celtics?
He just got drafted by the Celtics right after the Celtics won the finals.
All that stuff. So yeah, I mean, y'all could do it, but I just did it like a 1 minute glance at this, but there's more to it.
He died on the real King James's birthday.
I know a lot of people want to get.
So think about that. So she's dead right before LeBron's about to do this King James ritual.
Yeah, there's a lot going on, but I know a lot of people got a lot to say about this. So great job. Oh yeah, the 201 from Wilt Chamberlain's phenomenal work, Zach. Phenomenal work. You follow?
How about just the Georgetown thing? 141st day of the season and the 129. I mean,
yeah, I was talking about the 83 points. There was 200. What did you say? There was 201 days to Wilt Chamberlain's upcoming birthday.
From his last birthday.
From his last birthday, yeah, man. Great work, Zach. Yo, great work on this. I'm gonna get off. I want to hear some other people. Thanks, Zach. Thank you.
All right, appreciate it. What's up? Open up.
What's up, Zach? How's it going?
It's going all right. I'm gonna have to start using my left hand, man. I gotta. Something's seriously wrong with my right arm. It's just been too long at this desk. That's the thing too, man. It's just like, yeah, I've been sitting at this desk doing this work too long. Got major pain in my right wrist. Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, you should get a walking pad while you work. I don't know if your desk goes up and down or not, but that's what I use while I'm working at home. I got a walking pad.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
But yeah, regarding this this ritual here, I was on Twitter and I saw Sway Lee post. He comes on here from time to time to give out some observations, but he posted on Twitter a good observation that if you measure from Kobe's birthday in 1978 to today, is a span of 2,481 weeks, kind of like 2481.
Oh yeah, number 2481. Yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah, and then the other thing that I saw, just looking around, did you measure from Wilt's death anniversary, October 12th? Span of
today?
Span of 150 days for another 150.
Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, crazy.
And last thing I wanted to bring up, just how they script this even to the second. If you go to NBA.com and you look at the box score and you look at Bam's playing time, it's 41 minutes, 54 seconds.
It's what? Say it again.
41 minutes, 54 seconds in his play time box score. If you go to NBA.com.
51-46?
41-54.
Oh, so it's not quite 52. I see. 41-54.
Yeah, but 54.
Yeah, no, Kobe Bean Bryant, 54.
Yeah.
Wait, where's it going to show that exact 41-54?
It'll get to Basketball Reference tomorrow, but it's on NBA.com.
Yeah, just like how they had to take Kobe off the game for his last career game with 4.1 left on the clock. 41-54, man.
Yeah, down to the second. If you just click on the game, regular box score, you'll see it there. But yeah, like you said, and like Gematria32 said, it's nothing new for us. It's just another thing added to the list of stuff that we've seen. And with the 83 points, we know that someone's leaving for this ritual.
Yeah,
83 days or 38 days.
There's also nothing new. They always got people leaving, but yeah. Will it be another year of a dead Jesuit player on March 22nd too? I mean, that's been a recent trend that's happened a lot of times.
Yeah. But yeah, I appreciate your work, Zach, and continue to support. Hopefully something changes here soon. I mean, we know it takes big events for a big swing of people to, I guess, stumble across this information, but we'll see what happens.
There it is right there, 41-54. That's hilarious. Hilarious.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right, Zach. Take care. Have a good night.
Yeah, good one. Thank you. 40. Come on, you guys. Kobe Bryant 41, Kobe Bean Bryant 54. I mean, please. Luxy. What's up, Richard Quinn?
Hey there. Open Up took one of my comments. Also on the NBA app, where you follow the games, is where it said 41-54. But that's not the reason I called in. And I don't want to beat a dead horse, Zach, but I've said this stuff before. And I just, in my opinion, I was having a little friendly debate with somebody in the chat. And I just want to put my point out there, and maybe some more people might agree then. And it's about these fake deaths, because, and I'll let the audience know, I'm not discrediting Zach's work here. He's showing murder by numbers, and the way I look at it, it's fake death by numbers. Because, and here's the point I want to make. Like they think Kobe got killed. He's not going to have a cartoon about a helicopter crashing, him crashing in a helicopter.
Just for the record, I don't think Kobe's dead either. And everybody should watch the short film Black Mamba that ends with the exploding helicopter. He has a big shit-eating grin on his face, and he says, "Legends never die" at the end. And who directed that?
Right.
Robert Rodriguez for another 201.
Well, here's the point I'd like to make. Let's use Tom Brady as an example. Tom Brady has agreed to play scripted sports by the numbers and be all involved in it his whole career, right? So are they going to murder him later on by the numbers? I don't think so. It would be a fake death by the numbers.
Well,
I mean, it's so simple as that.
I mean, do you what you think? You think the 1960 champ there, who died in Wilmington, where the college team's the Seahawks, right before the Super Bowl? You think that he's still alive?
I will
Tony
give you
Ferguson?
that like if you take every single one of them, I don't know. I guess I have to say I don't know. But ones like Kobe Bryant or Tom Brady, the bigger ones, I think those are definitely faked. But yeah, I can't prove every single death is not a murder. I can't. You're right. I mean, no, fair enough. But I don't know with the wars going on and what's when are they going to cut the power and take the money and we'll all be fighting on the streets with no electricity or water. I look at it like I think all these celebrities are going somewhere else. They're not going to be here when the shit hits the fan. And that's the angle that I've looked at it for years now, following your work. That's why I think it's all fake deaths. Even the younger guys that, die that, aren't as big as of a name, they could still be chosen people, let's not forget, maybe they're putting that 144,000 people somewhere, who knows? But I just think if everything's staged and fake, so are the deaths. And I just think when we advertise murder by number, we should put it out there that it could be fake death by number, that's just my opinion.
Sure. It's just, I mean, you can't really prove it either way unless you can find these people where they're hiding out at. But yeah, I always tell
Right.
people to watch the Black Mamba short film and what Kobe says before the helicopter explodes.
Can we find that on YouTube by chance?
I'm pretty sure it's on there. It's a short film. It's only like 5 minutes long.
Okay.
Bruce Willis is in it. Kanye West is in it. The Hispanic
Okay.
guy from Desperado's in it. Not Antonio Banderas, but the guy that has like the acne scars. I can't think of that guy's name.
Right.
And then don't forget they gave out that toy that toy of Kobe
Yeah.
Bryant as a helicopter at the last ever
Yeah,
Lakers game,
man.
too.
Yeah, this helicopter death was staged, man. It has to be. And you know what? Something else I noticed, and I can't prove it either. They're showing a lot of AI of people who died, like wrestlers and Kobe. And I'm telling you what, we know what mockery we know where they do mockery. It just seems like some of those AI Kobe ones are really him. You know what I mean? That's just me though. When I'm looking at it, it just looks pretty real compared to some of the other, like a Hulk Hogan AI. Then you have Kobe right next to Hulk Hogan, and the Kobe kind of looks real to me, and it wouldn't surprise me. So,
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me either.
that'd be some big mockery right there. They all think it's AI and it's really him. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know. It's stuff I look at, but
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Yeah, you're right. I can't prove nothing, but lots of overwhelming evidence, man. So
Yeah.
that's about all I had. I just wanted to put that out there, man.
All right. Fair enough. Appreciate it. Thanks, Rich.
Yes, sir. You too. Thanks.
By the way, when Wilt scored his record high, it was on the 61st day of the year. Like Philadelphia has that 61 connection. So again, LeBron's career high is 61. And again, he did that 63 days after his birthday, LeBron, where Wilt took 63 shots before dying at 63. I feel like there was something about Moses Malone's death in 63. Can't remember off the top. All right. But yeah, those were some good additions, though, with the time he played and also the fact that he died 83 days after Pope Francis' birthday anniversary. So anyway, I'll drop the link one more time. We don't have anybody else that has anything to share, apparently. I guess maybe because we did a late stream. All right.
Yo, Zach, what up?
Oh, what's up, Gabe? Yeah, what's
Hey,
up?
look at Rudy Gobert's record with the Wolves. Tomorrow being the anniversary of the pandemic.
Okay, yeah, that's right, because it was blamed on him. Rudy Gobert record
This is
with
insane how
Timberwolves.
this is done, man.
169, 111.
Yeah, vaccination, 111. Look at his record on the road. He just got his 57 loss.
Okay, and then 169 was the number in the Wilt game.
Yeah. It's just crazy how this is done, man. You know, vaccine is 57. Yeah, I know. I think you pointed out 42 minutes with the Bam, and then 42 minutes with the Kobe. It's just
And but
crazy.
they're saying more specifically it was 41 minutes and 54 seconds.
Oh wow, it's 58 game.
Yeah,
Yeah,
58
yeah.
game, Kobe Bryant.
Osama bin Laden's birthday.
Yeah, Osama would be 69 today.
Yeah, the Trailblazers fell to 18-5 versus the Hornets since 9/11. When you know,
Kobe's team.
it's just crazy how it's done. Well, thanks for the knowledge, man. It's just open eyes. It's around this time that I woke up, like 6 years ago.
Grizzlies, yeah, stayed on 23 on the 23 day, 83 the 23rd prime, got their 41st loss. Kobe Bryant.
Yeah.
It's probably not an accident.
I was in New York during that time, and I just started listening to you. I was like, man, what is all this? I mean, definitely not getting the shot, but still opened up my eyes. Just crazy how time flies.
The Raptors looked like they were definitely going to lose tonight. Notice they stayed on 36, 666, the 36 triangular number.
Yeah. I just wanted to also just point out the Rudy Gobert thing. It's wild, man. It's crazy, He shut down the NBA tomorrow.
Well, that was the script, right? They had to do it on the French guy, like the Jesuits are from
the
France.
French guy, yeah.
Yeah.
Just
Frenchy.
crazy how it's done. That's all I wanted to point out, man.
Indeed.
All right.
Indeed. Looks like it was a pretty damn good night. That's what I see out here. Okay.
Yeah, it was great. It was good. All right, man. Thank you, man.
All right. The Bulls came through with the upset. Boom. Yeah, looks like it was a very good night. Nice. All right. Let me see. Is anybody else in the back? Oh, we do have a few more people. We got Eloy. We got Golden Age Deception. We got Spam Wave. What's up, Eloy?
I'm back. I had a question for you. I'm not sure because I stay up to date with a lot of your videos, but I know I may have missed a few here and there. Have you got around to seeing that Him movie that released?
I still haven't seen that movie.
Dude, you need to see that shit. There's so much hidden symbolism in it. In one of the scenes, there's like a text, and it's like the street they're on is Masonic Avenue. There's another scene where he's like in this, I think it's like I forgot what it's called. It's like this chamber or something he's in, but the NOS goes up to like 201 degrees or some shit like that. It literally stops at 201. And I was like, oh, fucking course.
The sauna. Somebody left a message about that months ago. 201 degrees sauna.
Yeah, so there's that part. There's the Masonic Avenue scene. There's the black and white checkered board scene all throughout the movie. And it's just so crazy how obviously it's just crazy. I mean, it's funny that they just throw it out there and people are oblivious to this shit because, I mean, they're not going to pay it any mind. It's not like they care. But, dude, you need to see it ASAP. Get around to see it. I know when it comes to movies, you're one man that I can honestly say you get around to watching quite a bit of shit for a busy guy. So, when you check it out, you're going to be like, what the fuck?
Yeah. All right. I'll check it out when I get a chance.
All right, Zach. Have a good night.
Yeah. Take care, man. On this 23 date numerology, the Jesuit School Gonzaga gets their 23rd WCC championship. And look at the score of that game, 79-68 between two Jesuit schools. Society of Jesus, 79. Catholicism, 68. Basketball, 68. If you think it was an accident that there's 68 teams in the March Madness tournament. Here, look at the Gematria March Madness with Catholic. March Madness, 4671. Catholic, 4671. First March Madness, Catholic Villanova, where the Pope went, over Jesuit Georgetown, who pretty much, I'm pretty sure they wrote the script for, Georgetown might write all the scripts for the sports leagues. I've said before, man, if the people could rise up, imagine everyone in America was behind what we're talking about. Just they saw through cooties and all the other shit going on, because it is the Jesuits that were doing all this. Jesuits are responsible for the towers turning into dust on September 11th. It's the Jesuits behind all this stuff. Imagine if everybody else got it and we busted into all these universities, Georgetown and Fordham, probably those two right there. I bet there's so much shit in those universities that would expose so much if they got audited by we the people. You'd be like, holy shit. Michael Jordan's entire career's in this desk. Because it probably is. Oh, man. It's crazy that people think this stuff's a coincidence. These people raised a nation of dummies. What's up, Golden Age Deception?
Hey, Zach, thank you for having me on.
Yeah, what's up?
Yeah, so first of all, it is 23 date numerology to begin with. 3 plus 10 plus 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 6, 23. And then
Like I said, I mean, I've been talking about that the whole time. Like Gonzaga picked up their 23rd championship in the WCC today.
Yeah, and then what also stood out to me is the number 13, that the fact number 13, which is the 6 prime, just doing all this. And on my Instagram, I recently did a post. I've been on the Spurs for quite a minute now, and yes, they're trying to chase their 6th championship. And who did they win their 5th championship against? The Miami Heat. And when they started off their franchise best record, becoming 5-0, which resembles 50, which Greg Popovich equals 50. And David Robinson, born on 8/6, which 86 is to get rid of. Been keeping on Greg Popovich because he was exactly correlated to the Francis Scott Key Bridge that collapsed in 2024 on the 86th day of the leap year in 2024. And there was a total of 6 deaths that took place. His full name, Greg Charles Popovich, equates to 326, which resembles 3/26, March 26. And Popovich literally means, son of a priest, with his name being Charles. It's highly connected to King James, and as you mentioned famously about the whole King James, King Charles, Warriors and Cavaliers. So get this, Game 5 of the NBA Finals is on 6/13, 13 to 6 prime. Taylor Swift will be getting married on that day as well, and she literally worships the number 13. So I could easily, see the San Antonio Spurs, if they make it to the finals, definitely closing it out on the 13th of the 6th month. And then the next day will be Donald Trump's 80th birthday, which will conclude the 80th NBA season. Also, many people have mentioned about how Lunation 1280 will be taking place on that day as well for the new moon cycle. And, Greg Popovich's birthday was 1/28, and this was his birthday was his first ever Greg Popovich day for his 77th birthday. And yeah, Victor Wembanyama is 22 years old, which is the 13th composite, which breaks down to the 6th prime. And San Antonio Spurs could, head into the next season becoming 6-1, which resembles 61, as the Super Bowl 61 will be on Valentine's Day, February 14th, which is also the 214 code, which is also Greg Charles Popovich at San Antonio, Texas. Yeah, so I mean, this could easily, be a tribute as well to Greg Popovich, because there was a recent death that took place for, I don't know who this guy was, but he was the San Antonio related. His name is Augie Myers. He died at age 85, which which is correlation to Greg
The
Popovich.
thing to watch out for
equals-
San Antonio is if they kill George Gervin, the Iceman, with all the ice stuff going on. If I see that, then I'll know what's up.
End up getting 86th. I would definitely have the Spurs winning back to back.
Did you say what I just said?
Yes,
Okay.
100%. Yeah. Well, he has number 44, the jersey number 44 in the Project Marvel, which equates to 193, which is the 44th prime, which is basically this new downtown project they're going to do, which will bring about a whole new Spurs arena. I mean, you just go back to recent history, before the Warriors dynasty started, they thought about the Chase Arena, and then boom, they start winning all these championships. So, I mean, Victor Wembanyama, born on the 4th day of the first month, 4/1, which is, resembles another Game 5 victory that could take place on June 13th. So the day leaving 201 days left in the year. And then the 164th day of the year also stood out to me because in San Antonio, Texas, literally the loop that circles around the city is called 1604, and that was the year the King James Bible Commission had begun, which eventually would be finished in the year 1611.
1604. Okay, so LeBron actually came in before today with 1,604 games played. He played his 1,605th today. Okay, that's interesting.
Oh, damn. Yeah, great catch right there. Yeah, and then, first of all, the first team he ever ran into in the finals was the San Antonio Spurs, getting swept 4-0. So, I mean, the two teams he played the most were the Warriors and the San Antonio Spurs. And Mitch Johnson highly connected to this as well. He has his dad, John Johnson, played for the Seattle Supersonics, the 1979 team. So, he's obviously born and bred to become, a championship pedigree coach. And I would say that I don't see him probably finishing his career here in San Antonio, eventually going off and coaching the Seattle Supersonics eventually, whenever they bring them back.
Okay. By the way, you guys, something I missed about this actual decode we're actually talking about, it was 129 days after Spolster's birthday, too, who went to Jesuit, as the other team loses with 129. I mean, talk about perfect. I forgot to even look up Spolster, how many days after his birthday it was.
129 is also the 97 composite. Death equals 97.
Okay, that's
So,
interesting.
but to go back to that one local San Antonio artist that had passed away, 85, Greg Popovich equals 85. This year, March 26th will fall on the 85th day of the year, and it'll be the second anniversary of the Francis Scott Key Bridge collapsing at 1:28 a.m., which is Greg Popovich's birthday, 1/28. It'll be 3 weeks and 3 days from the eclipse that occurred this month. Eclipse equals 33. And Spurs equals 33 as well. And that was a huge 3-3 ritual that took place on March 3rd, the day leaving 303 days left in the year. And they just did an insane ritual with Dylan Harper. He dropped 22 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 days into his March 2nd birthday. Three's the second prime, and he's the successor of Kawhi Leonard, who wore number 2 previously. The second pick of the 2025 draft, ball equals 22. He made 2 3-pointers that game.
This is too long of a decode because none of this is on topic either. I mean, I appreciate all the information, but I was going to people who had more information about what they did tonight, not who I thought people were going to win the NBA Finals. So, I mean, I don't think you're on my Patreon either. These are the kind of calls that are better for Patreon.
Oh, heck yeah, man. Yeah,
Anyway.
but thank you for having me on.
Yeah. Take care, man. See you. We got Spam Wave, and then we got B Unslaved. I'll let B Unslaved go first because I know Spam Wave sometimes can be lengthy. What's up, B Unslaved?
Reverend Michael Fleming, Deerfield, Truckee, California.
What? What's up, Spam Wave?
Hey man, you ready for World War III?
Well, I guess.
Yeah, can you share my screen? Last time you had asked for some pretty damning clips from Trump, and I found some pretty interesting stuff here. Let me change my audio. All right. There's a couple of pretty damning clips from Trump that I wanted to show. Oh, where's that news story? What the hell? Oh, here we go. Okay. No, I don't think it's I don't see it.
There's all kinds of extra noise in your mic for some reason. And I'm getting
Okay, is it better now?
test. No.
All right. Can you put up my screen? All right, there we go. So this is Trump talk. So you were talking about how he was talking about his daughter as a kid. This is how he talked about her as a baby.
Con la salvedad que no pueden ser juzgados.
Here we go. Come on.
What does Tiffany have of yours, and what does Tiffany have of Marla's?
Well, I think that she's got a lot of moral, and she's really a beautiful baby, and she's got Marla's legs. We don't know whether or not she's got this part yet, but time will tell.
And then there's also this clip that I wanted to show.
LA people. Sorry. There's a delivery truck blocking your car right now. We're going to get it moved. I'm sorry. It'll take like a couple minutes, I swear. I don't have a couple of minutes. I'm busy. You know, I'm making money. I'm busy. Hey, by the way, whose car is this? Whose is it? I like this car. Is this your car?
Yes.
Well, you know what? I'm buying it. I need it. I need it fast. I'm buying it.
You're buying my car.
Here's a check. Thanks.
Oh my God. Wow. Well, just let me get my kids out of the back.
Now, wait a minute. I don't have time for this. These are your kids?
Yeah.
I'm buying them too. I'm buying your kids too. Whoa. This hero's whoa. Buy me.
Bye, guys. Be good, okay? I love you. And I'll email you, okay?
Oh, Donald Trump just wanted strangers' children. Hello, kids. I just bought you.
Who are you?
Yeah, it is creepy.
Dave, I'm
It's
Donald
creepy.
Trump.
All right. I don't know if we get a copyright for this. Don't go too far. Was that wasn't like from The Apprentice, was it?
I'm not sure exactly where
I
it's
hadn't
from.
seen that one, but yeah,
But yeah,
it was all creepy.
Yeah, this is from the 90s. This is another clip for CTE. You know, so, oh, they don't do this stuff. I just want. This is gonna destroy him. This is Megan Fox, by the way.
Megan Fox, the tree said in this interview that she drinks blood.
I guess drink each other's blood might mislead people, or like people are imagining us with like goblets.
I've seen this before. Yeah, I don't want to get a copyright for all this stuff.
Try to normalize it by saying it's only for jokes and that's what. So what do you guys think about this part? Many people
Pour glass and be like, take my soul.
But yeah, she says that she does it for ritual purposes. I mean, it's just all a joke. Yeah, it's that's what I wanted to share. Yeah, next time I'll share some other stuff about that tech stuff that I shared last time. But did your bank get you all the money yet, or they didn't?
Yeah, I had to fight for it. I got everything back. It took forever.
Oh, okay. Did they get it from the people, or they just refunded it to you?
They just refunded.
Oh, okay. Well, I still, if we can talk, and I might still be able to get that. If the FBI didn't do it, there still might be ways to get it, because you said that it was crypto, and that stuff kind of has some ways of getting into. But yeah, that's all I wanted to say. I'm pretty excited to do some new AI stuff. If you want to do like a clip channel and stuff, I can set that up too, and like set up like a. All
right. I got to get back to the topic, man. Appreciate it. What's up, Joseph? Joseph,
Zach,
can you hear me?
can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh man, long time no see, man.
Yeah. Yeah. What's up?
You got a few minutes?
Well, you're on here. Yeah. What's going on?
Well, I know you were trying to wind it up here soon. I need at least 20 minutes.
20 minutes. All right. Make it good.
Make it good. All right. Well, let's see. We're in 2026, right?
I think so.
Yeah. Well, you know, me and you've been going back and forth for like 6 years now. So I think that's worth at least a few minutes every time. Anyways, let me get number one out of the way. About a year and a half ago, you have this wild idea that I had something behind the death of my father. My dad's death was by the numbers and all that, right?
Aqua Viva.
Aqua Viva.
Fifth leader of the Jesuits, wasn't it?
What a wild matrix we're in, right?
Seemingly so.
Seemingly so. All right. Now, I mean, what can I say about that, man? You're like, here I am, a decoder, learn from you, right? Which is true. I learned a lot from you. My dad died, and it was by the numbers. Like, what am I going to say, right? My dad's death was a ritual by the numbers, or is it like part of this matrix? I mean, what? Like, am I like a celebrity, and I ordered my father's death, and it was like, what are we saying here?
Sorry, my wife came in here. Well, here, I mean, we could go over it again.
If you want to, I mean,
me, Joseph, you always seem like a troll, right? You came in here and emulated my work, and then made up things and said like my wife was transgender and I was transgender, and so that Brit does the same thing, who's also an idiot. But
yeah, I think so.
So he died 201 days after the superior general who has the same last name as you. I don't know. To me,
But
it's pretty
hold
weird.
on, Zach. Hold on, Zach. It was a leap year, so it wasn't really 201. But on a normal year, it would be 201. Right. Right.
Oh, that is true. So in every year except for 3 out of 4 years, his death anniversary is 201 days from the Aqua Viva Superior General. It just seemed quite suspicious.
Right. So are we saying that I'm a celebrity and the death was like for me, or
Not
like
at all. Not at all. I mean, you're not a celebrity. Not at all.
no, right. I'm not.
But you are a troll. I mean, you are a troll. So
I'm
maybe that's where he came from. Maybe somehow he's related by blood to these people. That's why he comes in here and trolls
all
the
right.
community.
So are the Jesuits sacrificing trolls by the numbers?
They do cannibalize their own. Yeah, look at what happened to the last Superior General. They killed him on Cannonball Day.
All right. So Zach, are we on record saying the Jesuits killed my dad by a fentanyl overdose because his son decodes numbers and the Jesuits are trolls?
Well, that wasn't what we said happened. We just said it's
So
quite
what
obvious.
happened?
Well, one thing.
What happened? And for the record, Zach, when we're done with this whole thing, I want to get into another subject, but let's get this out of the way.
Yeah, I mean, I still think this all looks really weird. You come out of nowhere, you just start trolling and making up stuff. It's like, who are these people? They emulate my work, and then they
First of
turn
all,
it
what do you
against
mean
me.
coming out of nowhere? I came up in 2019, 2020 around
Like you said,
COVID and Kobe, around when everyone came around.
You came out of nowhere and you started
What do you
trolling
mean
me when
nowhere?
2019 was going
Everybody
on.
was coming up in 2019 and 2020.
I'm out on the streets of Seattle exposing Event 201, and then people are going, "Who's this Joseph Aquaviva guy making these videos about you?"
Yeah, I came up around 2019 and 2021, and I found the knowledge around when a lot of people found the knowledge around Kobe and the whole thing. That was like the time when a lot of people came up. 2019, 2020, COVID time. That's got nothing to do with my dad dying in 2024.
Or it might.
I mean, if it does, it's part of the organic thing. My dad died from a fentanyl overdose. My parents lost custody of me when I was 7 years old. I was raised in foster care.
They said Prince died from a fentanyl overdose. He died 201 days before they called the election for Trump, and of course, he had the song "Black Donald Trump." So, I mean, I don't know.
I mean that's
similar.
part of the organic side. I'm not saying
Floyd
there's
died in a
not.
201 ritual. They said George Floyd had fentanyl in his system. So I don't know. I don't know. You could argue
George
that.
Perry Floyd 201. I'm not saying there's not an organic side. And I mean, there's obviously another side, but my dad was not part of a Illuminati sacrifice or anything like that. But I mean, look, Zach, if you want to believe that my dad was a sacrifice and I'm a paid informer, or whatever you want to believe, that's fine. I'm just telling you, like, that's not the case. But once we can get
it
past
might not be
that,
the
then
case. It might not be the case.
all right, that's fine. All right, you ready to move past that?
I moved past it a long time ago.
Well, good. So we're in 2026, right? And Zach, me and you have known each other since 2019.
We don't know each other at all. We don't know each other.
Okay, well, if you go to GematriaEffectNews and you type in Joseph Aquaviva, you can see a post from Zachary K. Hubbard giving a shout out to Joseph Aquaviva in 2020.
We know each other.
Oh, well, you gave a shout out to me in 2020 about my post. Did you not?
That doesn't mean we know each other.
All right. Well, I'm just saying we've known each other since 2020, and you're saying we don't know each other.
There's a difference between knowing of someone and knowing someone.
Okay. Well, we've at least known each other since 2020 when you've given a shout out to me on your page, right? If you go to your page and you type in my name, there's a
It was
post
around
from
the time of Cooties. Yeah, so it was probably 2019. Okay.
Okay, well, okay, so we've known of each other for 6 years roughly. So we're not strangers. I didn't meet you yesterday.
Well, we've never met each other.
But Zach, did you post in 2020 giving me credit about 222 and Kevin Valconnor in 2020 about San Diego and the COVID lockdown?
I very well might have. Anytime I see somebody do good work, I always give them credit on my site.
Okay, that was 6 years ago, dude. Don't act like we don't know who we are.
Well, I didn't say I didn't know who you were. I said we don't
Go ahead.
know each other.
For the people, since the people are watching, go to GematriaEffectNews, type in my name, and bring up the post.
Here, I don't remember the post, but
go ahead,
here.
bring it up for
If I
full
write
transparency. The public are watching. There's not many of us that. There's like me, you, Cody, the Illusion. There's Mr. Jurassic Seattle. There's like 5 of us in the
Is
world.
this your post right here when Obama read Psalm 46?
No. Type in my name. All right, tell you what. Type in Kevin Valconnor. Because if you type in my name, you're just going to bring up my dead dad's post, which is sad. But I'm still not mad at you. Go ahead. Type in my name. You'll bring up my dead dad.
Well, that comes up, and so does this, but not the other thing. What is it? Type in Kevin what?
Kevin. Type in Kevin San Diego.
Kevin San Diego. Okay. This must be the post right here.
Kevin Falconer. What is that post from?
This is your post. Yeah, credit to
Oh,
Joseph.
look at that. That's me.
Right.
And when is that post from?
July
2020?
2020.
Okay. So like I said, would it be safe to say we've known about each other for 6 years?
There,
give or
see, that's
take.
the correct
We've never met
I'm
each
fair.
other.
I just want to make a point. We don't know each other at all, but knowing of
No,
each
but
other,
you
yeah.
shared my stuff 6 years ago. That's a
Okay.
long time.
Okay.
Okay. So considering you're somebody that said my dad's death was a ritual, right? And I've been willing to bury the hatchet and say, look, it's not a ritual, but I respect what you taught me, right?
Okay.
Okay, so here I am. So here I am with a phone call for you with some information. And do you want to listen to what I have to say?
Go ahead. I'm listening.
Okay, well, as you know, on my channel, I talk about Obama being the Antichrist.
Right.
All right, can you give me 10 minutes to make a case?
Go for it. Go for it.
Okay. If you type in Barack Hussein Obama and the 4 base ciphers, it adds up to 666.
Just so people understand what you're saying. First of all, I don't agree with what he's saying, but it is true that in the 4 base ciphers, that if you add up every cipher, his full name does equal 666. Okay, go ahead.
All right. For Obama's 60th birthday, on Obama.org, they asked people to chip in either $6, $60, or $600, which adds up to
But
666.
again, Joseph, they're always paying tribute to 666 with all kinds of people from all
That's
different kinds
fine.
of angles. But go ahead.
That's fine. That's fine. Okay. Obama's chef, identified as paddleboarder who drowned from former President Martha's Vineyard estate, that was in the news 6 years, 6 months, and 6 days after Obama's last day in office.
Okay.
All right. Obama was born allegedly in Hawaii. You know, in reverse, Hawaii equals 666.
Correct. In the Sumerian cipher you're talking about.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then he started his political career in Chicago. Chicago has the zip codes 60606 and 60666. Right?
Okay.
All right. Revelation 13:18. Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of man. His number is 666. Number of a man, Barack Obama, equals 666.
Don't you feel like that's come on. Number of a man and then his name?
Well, the verse says is the number of a man, and then it says number of a man, Barack Obama, 666. Now listen, Zach. First of all, I've only been going 2 minutes, so I got at least 8 minutes left, right? So don't cut me off. But listen, I'm open to believe, yeah, it's all coincidence, and you know, I don't know what to tell you. The verse says number of a man. Number of a man, Barack Obama equals 666. I'm just saying. Just let me keep going, all right? I got 8 more minutes. Can I keep going?
Yeah, I'm not interrupting. Go ahead.
All right. He was born August 4th, allegedly, 216th day of the year. 6 times 6 times 6 is 216.
Yeah, no, I know that. Yeah.
All right. August 4th, 149 days left in the year. Antichrist equals 149.
Revelation is also 149.
Right. The Antichrist Obama, 8/4/1961 equals 666 in Jewish or Latin.
But again, the Antichrist Barack Obama.
Go ahead. I mean, there's only 100 connections. Take out 1 or 2. Okay. Now he looks like Akhenaten, or maybe he doesn't, right? If you put their names together, Obama, Akhenaten, it equals 666. When Trump announced on October 8th that Israel and Hamas agreed to the peace deal, October 8th, that was 666 days before Obama's birthday. And It was also 6 years, 66 days after Obama's birthday. It's not important. Let me get to some important stuff. Hold on. So you know about the whole thing with Michelle Bachmann, right?
I don't think I do.
Remember when Obama said, just this week, Michelle Bachmann actually predicted that I would bring about the biblical end of days. Now, that's a legacy. That's big. I mean, Lincoln, Washington, they didn't do that, right? You've heard that. No? Anyway, Michelle Bachmann equals 666 in Sumerian. Biblical end of days, 666. And the whole statement, just this week, Michelle Bachmann predicted that I would bring about the biblical end of days. Now, that's a legacy. That's big. I mean, Lincoln, Washington, they didn't do that. That equals 6606 in Satanic. And it was also 66 weeks and 6 days from Obama's birthday that the comment was made. Anyways, I know I got at least 5 more minutes.
It says that the again, you can't always trust what the internet says, but it says that that's a misquote.
What part?
That he said he'd bring about the biblical end of days. It says that's a 15-year-old internet misquote.
It's not a misquote. Michelle Bachmann made a joke that Obama would bring about the biblical end of days. It's not that big of a deal. That's not even a key point.
Okay.
I wouldn't even hang your hat on that. Remember when Obama signed the beam on Trump's birthday? We remember, we rebuild, we come back stronger. WWW.
He signed a beam? Like a metal beam?
Yeah, on Trump's birthday, the World Trade Center beam.
Okay, I don't remember that ritual of Trump. I know a more important ritual of Trump. I'm surprised you don't bring that one up.
I mean, I've got 80 slides, but we don't got that much time unless you got it. But Vav, WW. I don't know. It's not that important. I'm moving on.
You know that Obama told the joke on the Church of Satan's 45th birthday that Trump would be number 45, right?
Of course, yeah. Obama 44 equals 666 in Satanic.
Here, I need to make your screen bigger so I can see what you're showing. Hold on, because it's too small.
Yeah.
What are you showing?
I was showing Obama 44 equals 666.
I mean, I don't think those are good proofs that he's the Antichrist. It doesn't say
that's
calculate.
Fine.
It doesn't say to
that's
calculate
fine.
the number
You can skip over whatever you want. Hold on. What's this one here? I don't even care. Oh, how about this one? This is a good one. Can you see this? Give me the full screen on this one.
6 months, 6 days. That's what I can see.
Yeah, give me the full screen on that one. Can I get the full screen?
I gave you the full screen. What is so his first day in office to what happened July 25th, 2015?
Sorry, Zach, I'm a little bit behind. Yeah, long story short, so when the Baphomet statue was unveiled in Detroit, right, that was 6 years, 6 months, and 6 days after he took office.
Okay.
I think that's pretty decent, no?
But couldn't that also be that these guys are actually in the Church of Satan and he's
Sure.
not the Antichrist? Couldn't it be something like that?
Zach, 100%.
Yeah. I mean, have you ever listened to Mark Passio? Mark Passio always brags about being Jesuit educated and a priest in the Church of Satan, handpicked by Anton LaVey. He said you'd never believe all the powerful politicians in the Church of Satan.
Zach, I'm not even trying to argue with you. If you want to say, Trump's the Antichrist or someone else or whoever, I'm just saying My
Well,
whole
I thought they already
thing.
figured out who the Antichrist was in the Bible. I thought they already figured out that it's Nero, and all this stuff is
Yes,
futurism, making it.
Nero
People will
is
say that
connected to the
everything in
number
the
6.
Bible has already played out, and that all this futurism is making it seem like it's still to come when it's already been written about stuff that happened in the past. I think that's correct.
I can't say. All I can tell you is Obama is clearly connected to the number 666, and I do think that we're in the end times. All right, let me keep going, Zach. Come on, let me keep going. Right?
Okay.
We haven't disagreed on anything, right? There's good
Well,
content for
I
you.
pretty much disagreed on all of it because I disagree with your whole premise. And I think these decodes, I mean, like, listen, you've never seen me. I've been here doing this since 2013. I've never done just like tried to combine things to make it happen. It's just like what I'm showing right here. I mean, Bam Adebayo's ritual tonight clearly synced up with, Wilt Chamberlain here tonight. I mean, we're not having to stretch. We're going, okay, it's 201 days after Wilt's birthday. Bam Adebayo's 201 and 69. It's like Wilt Chamberlain's 69th day of the year. This stuff's easy. I'm not having to like write out Bam Adebayo 13 for his jersey number.
Can I
Wait
tell
a
you
minute.
something about 201 that you probably don't know?
No, go ahead.
Okay, preparing for disease X, right?
Okay.
Yep. 201 weeks after COVID was declared a pandemic.
Yeah, we covered that. We covered that when that happened.
Okay. And 201 days from Obama's birthday.
Oh, God.
And by the way, today is March 11th. Happy anniversary. 6 years.
Well, I still got 31 minutes over here.
Well, it's 2:30 in the morning here on the East Coast,
I know,
but
you're on the East Coast.
yeah, happy anniversary 6 years ago, man. Can you believe it? Unbelievable. Here, Zach, let me show you this, all right?
He got rid of himself. What's up, Julius?
Oh shit! I didn't think I was gonna get on. My bad that I'm late, but I know you definitely covered how it's 43 days after Kobe's death anniversary and all that.
With all the
And
43s in his
right,
box score. Yeah.
right. But obviously you know that Bam went to Kentucky
That's
for
true.
college,
Kentucky's another 43. Yeah.
and if you look at the Kentucky coach right now, he's on 43 wins with the team.
Mark Pope.
Yeah,
And this is all synced with the Pope. It's
exactly.
177 days after the Pope's birthday, like Wilt the Stilt.
Right, and today is the last day of the 43rd week of his papacy. So tomorrow begins 44 weeks into his papacy. Began May 8th. Or he was
Yeah, that's a good
elected.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mark Pope at Kentucky, and he used to coach
Yeah.
at BYU. Okay.
Yeah, he didn't coach Bam, but obviously he's the Kentucky coach now.
Yeah, that's a good catch. That's a good catch. Yep.
And that 43 has just been scorching, especially other callers are pointing out to you the Pope Leo 43 stuff. I mean, Seattle Seahawks just won the Super Bowl 43. Synced up with the Pope.
I was thinking if there could be, because the original Seahawks franchise was out of Miami, so I was thinking, I wonder if there's.
Well, I'm just talking about the 43 with him. I mean, obviously 43 is the 14th prime, and we know Leo, Pope Leo the 14th. So,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I point out LeBron won the championship 14 years ago.
Yeah. I mean, it's just crazy because also today's not today, well, it would have been yesterday, it was 177 days after Pope Leo's birthday. Bam's got that 201 connection in his name, like the Jesuit order. It's 177 and 201.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, it's just such a joke. Just like I caught the end of the game, nobody was even trying, and just the NBA today, it's just all scripted regardless. But man,
Do you remember Kobe's last game? How the Utah Jazz didn't score a single point in the last 5 minutes as the Lakers come back with Kobe just shooting every single time down the court, and they literally had for the entire game they had up the tracker for how many shots Kobe took. I was like, what is this? I mean, this is the most gimmicky thing there ever was.
And speaking of that game, I mean, yeah, it's just a coincidence. Kobe loved helicopters, and they just so happened to give out a helicopter toy, and that's how he died, right? In a helicopter crash. But it's just because he loved them, and it's just a coincidence that he ended up dying because of a helicopter. So we don't got to get more into that, right, Zach?
My daughter was literally born on the 8th anniversary of that helicopter episode coming out. Kind of weird. I don't know if you saw it earlier, but I had to abandon the stream because my alarm went off in my house because somehow the door to the garage was opened. It's just still creeping me out. I'm like, how did that even happen?
Dang, that's weird. Yeah, I was surprised you're still alive. I got a notification. I finally started getting your notifications, but I didn't get the notification for this one, so I don't know what's up with that.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. I think a lot of people didn't get a notification.
yeah, but yeah, I just really wanted to add more about that.
The Kentucky coach stayed on 24. He's on 24 losses too. It's probably not an accident.
Yeah, they played today, or well, yeah, today now.
Yeah, I see you're saying 43 weeks and 5 days since the Pope became the Pope. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's crazy. Okay.
Trying to think. I'm trying to think more about why the Wizards. Well, I guess DC's obviously the capital. I'm trying to think like more with them.
It's all synced with Georgetown. 129 points, 129 days after Spolster's age, 141st day of the season. I think that might be really where the scripts are written from. I've said that many times in the past.
Well, that adds to the 201, right? Because 201 is 1, or 129 is 201 in base counting. So
Base 8, right?
Base 8.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, but yeah, that's what I just really want to add real quick about that additional Pope stuff. Appreciate Zach.
Yeah, good addition.
Yeah, have a good night.
Yeah. And just about the Pope. Pope Leo the 14th equals 58, like he became Pope on May 8th, 5/8. Pope Francis also equaled 58. He became a Jesuit in 58. But remember, this was Bam's 58th game tonight, and Kobe Bryant's also 58. All right. All right, we got a number of people in the back. Joseph came back. I'll let you back on, Joseph. Let me get through these other people waiting in the back real quick. And then I got to get to bed soon. I was going to go to bed early tonight, and then this happened. I was like, oh, my God. What's up, King Richard?
Well, what's up, Zach? You ever watch the movie The Siege? Can you hear me?
Uh-huh.
All right, cool. You ever watch the movie The Siege with Denzel Washington and Bruce Willis?
Familiar. I don't know if I have seen it.
Yeah, check it out, man. It's predicted program for September 11th. Remember last night? I know you talked about that one movie I told you about, Enemy of the State.
Yeah, I've definitely talked about that movie a number of times.
Yeah, but check out The Siege, man. Interesting stuff, but yeah, if you look it up, it came out on November 6th, upside down 9/11, and the film runs for 116 minutes in length.
It came out 2 weeks before Enemy of the State.
Yeah. I was watching that earlier, and I just seen all kinds of stuff. Hey, you know what's funny enough about that movie is the man, the FBI agent, his name is Anthony Hubbard.
I see that.
Yeah, Anthony Hubbard. But
that's not Denzel's character, is it?
Yeah, that's Denzel's character. He's Jesuit educated, went to Fordham.
That's funny.
I was laughing because I was like, man, Zach's always talking about the Jesuits and Fordham.
They must have known
Agent
about my
Hubbard
debates back then with Mr. Griffin. That's back when I was debating in my high school class with my teacher.
Yeah, man. But yeah, that came out. You know what's interesting about this? Since today's it's Osama bin Laden's birthday, right? That movie, it actually came out a span of 310 days from the anniversary of its release. Like his birthday is 310.
Yeah, I don't think I ever did see this movie. And yeah, I see the George Washington Bridge is on the cover because that was one of the things that, you see the World Trade Centers back there. I don't think I have seen this movie.
In the movie, they keep showing it for like 3 or 4 times. They keep showing the World Trade Centers, like slowly just showing them in the background as they're talking about terrorism.
Bruce Willis is in it too, because everybody and their mom thought it was a rerun of Die Hard when
Die Hard, with the cover, right?
Yeah. I don't think I have seen that movie.
Yeah, it's an interesting movie, man. But 310 days after the anniversary, 9/11. Shit, what else? Oh yeah, the name of the character, the terrorist, they blame it on I think Islamic terrorists, and the name of him equals 55, and the film came out on Day Leaving 55 days left in the year.
Yeah, par for the course for Hollywood.
And it was also 52 days before Denzel's birthday too. Like terrorist.
Yeah, makes sense.
And
Did you see that? I learned something today. Do you know that Osama supposedly is one of 52 children?
Yeah, I seen that. Yeah, it's on. If you look it up on Google on AI, it says that. Yeah, he's 52 or something like that.
How's that even
52.
possible? His dad, that must be his dad having multiple moms or something.
That you know what? That's new information because like if you ever looked that up in the past, it never mentioned anything about that.
Yeah, he dies on 5'2", and he's one of 52 children. How many
Yeah.
wives did his dad have?
Yeah, and yeah, the name of the character Anthony Hubbard equals 63. Let me see, 63, 72, and 153.
Nice.
Yeah, so yeah, there's probably more to it. Oh yeah, and the guy who plays it, his birthday is May 26th, and the film his birthday is a span 109 days before September 11th. I know military equals 109.
Okay.
But yeah, check that movie out, man. Interesting movie. It's funny because I mean the guy's name is Agent Hubbard, man. That shit's funny. That was hilarious.
I'll look it up. Yeah, that is funny.
Yeah. All right, bro. Appreciate it, man. Thank you.
All right, thanks, King Richard.
Yep.
Nice work on the enemy of the state fine.
Yeah. I'm surprised you overlooked that, man. You know.
Yeah, I didn't catch that detail. I wasn't paying enough attention to know.
Yeah, I mean, just what are the odds of that though, bro? Like just like a year before I mean it came out like the same time this movie came out too.
Yeah, 2 weeks after this movie.
Yeah.
The two biggest black actors in Hollywood. First Denzel and then Will Smith. Interesting.
Yeah. Will Smith's full name does equal 322. I don't know if you knew that.
I think I talked about that when Sidney Poitier died.
Yeah, his full name equals 322. Oh yeah, and I'm pretty sure you watched the movie Conspiracy Theory. I know you've talked about that movie Conspiracy Theory with Mel Gibson in it. I just watched that earlier too, and in the film they got to be referencing Geronimo, and in the back of the door there in the hospital they have the number 322 in the background.
Yeah.
I was just laughing. I was like, man, this is paying tribute to Skull and Bones because Geronimo, the skull, and 322 Skull and Bones.
That's how they do it.
Yep. All right, appreciate it, man. Thank you.
All right, later, Rich.
Yeah, later.
All right, Slick Rick, PFV, and then back to Joseph. What's up, Slick Rick?
What's going on, man? Let's keep it short and sweet since you got more people. If you go to the calculator real quick, just type in Wilt, Bam, and Kobe. Just Wilt, Bam, Kobe. And look at the numbers.
All first names, okay.
Yeah, that's the top 3 scorers right now in NBA history. Wilt, Bam, Kobe. Look at that shit.
Yeah,
look at that shit. Come on now, 113 and 41. Come on,
113 league.
Same ciphers, man. How fucking crazy! And then one more quick one for you. I don't know. You probably know this one, but so Kobe from his born date to the day he died was exactly 497 months and 3 days. So if you take that number 4973, when he scored the 81, the Lakers scored exactly 49 in the first half and 73 in the second half of that game.
Say it again.
Kobe Bryant was 497 months and 3 days old from the day he was born to the day he died. Okay. 497 months, 3 days. So 4973. The 81-point game, the Lakers scored exactly 49 in the first half and 73 in the second half, just like that 4973.
Huh. Crazy.
That shit is wild. That's one of the wildest stats I've ever seen on that guy. Because how do they think that up to the day? You know what I'm saying?
That's a pretty amazing find there.
Yeah. So.
And then at 52, proof of the 113 league, and we're even talking about what they did in the Houston Raptors game tonight with the 113 points and keeping the Raptors on 36, going with Kobe's 81 in his 666 game, 36 triangular number.
Yep. And then just real quick on that Osama shit, the 52 kids, you know, who knows about that shit? It could be real, but like, you know, a lot of times they probably just make up shit for the number ritual.
Yeah, easy. Just throw it in there. Just
you know what I mean? I think about 52 and I think about when you said it was 52 years for Cleveland that when they won a title, Jim Brown in 64, and then it took 52 years until LeBron did it in 2016. So I always think about that 52 and that. So, but yeah, I just wanted to point out those two things. But again, yeah, that Kobe 4973, that shit's amazing, man. I don't know how they do it. It's crazy.
All right, Slick Rick.
All
Appreciate
right,
it, man.
Yes, sir. Take it easy.
All right, take care. What's up, PFV?
Piss from Vegas had Bam for exactly 83 points.
All right. I don't know who's doing all this trolling. All right, Joseph. Joseph wants to finish his point. Then we got 424 and then N201. What's up? What's up, Joseph?
Can you hear me?
I hear you.
4973, right?
That's what he was just saying, yeah.
Isn't that the 666 prime?
If it is, I got to look it up. I don't know. 4973. Let me see. 4973. Yeah, it is.
I mean, come on.
That's what I mean. They do so many rituals around this number. That's why you laser focus on all the 666 stuff with Obama, but somebody else could be like, listen, Kobe was doing the 666 workout. He's the Antichrist. They're all paying tribute to this evil cabal.
I get that. Look, Zach, I'm not saying. Look, if Obama's not the Antichrist, it's not going to make or break my life. But I'm obviously saying they pay tribute to the 666, and I can't take credit for that. Shout out to the Illusion, who also learned under you. But I got that from Adam. The 4973 is a 666 prime, right? I think he was 497 months and 3 days. Kobe.
Yeah.
But yeah, obviously he scored the 81 game 666. And helicopter equals 666, Mark of the Beast 81, Kobe being Bryant 81, and the list goes on. Anyways, I don't know how we got cut off, but I got a few more things.
Somehow you hit the wrong button. You kicked yourself out.
Yeah, it is my fault. 1 second here. How do I turn this around? Hold on. I don't know how to turn it. I'm just going to do it like this. Can you see that?
Here, I got to give you a bigger screen so people can see what you're showing.
Okay, so Kenya, there's a connection between Obama and Kenya?
Yeah, supposedly he might be from Kenya. Okay.
Okay. All right, so Kenya got self-governance June 1st, 1963. June 1st, 1963. And that was 666 days after Obama was born.
It's probably not an accident, but again, to me, it doesn't mean he's the Antichrist.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just building up here. All right, we got that?
Okay.
Okay. These are just interesting things. And whenever I become uninteresting, just let me know, Zach, and we'll wrap it up. We talked about the Baphomet statue being unveiled 6 years, 6 months, 6 days after he became president. Again, I think that's interesting. I'm not saying that guarantees anything. That's just interesting.
I do think him and Trump are likely in the Church of Satan, and that their joke went over everybody's head. So I mean, I wouldn't be smart about that.
Hold on,
but it doesn't mean
just
they're
for fun.
Antichrist.
Just for fun. Does Detroit and Michigan both equal 44?
Yeah.
All right. No need to even look it up. You already know. All right. Let's just keep going. Okay. So Obama became president, or he was elected November 4th, 2008.
Right. In tribute to the Quran.
Right. That was 6 years, 66 months, 666 weeks, and 6666 days after the Church of Satan was founded. And you've already made the connection between Trump and the Church of Satan.
Well, I've never seen anybody count time like that, but that is pretty interesting.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Interesting, right?
Sure, but I mean that's a really weird way to count time, but okay.
Well, it's a lot of sixes, right?
Okay.
But it's true. I mean, if you that's one side of 80, but you cut me off anytime I become uninteresting. I won't even count this cipher. Obama's daughters are Malia and Natasha, spelled backwards. Ilam Asatan, Allah Satan. Don't even count that. Okay, Strong's 1300, Barack. Strong's 1116, Obama. Barack Obama, lightning from the heights. You've talked about that many times, right?
Right.
Okay, who cares, right?
I mean, it is true. Yeah, Barak means lightning, like Satan comes to earth in a bolt of lightning, and
Right.
there's
So
the
you
word
can't
lightning.
just say, like, hey, this guy Joseph is full of shit. He doesn't have a leg to stand on. He's, crazy. Give me some credit here. Okay,
Well,
when Obama...
the thing is, I always point out how they pay tribute to Satan all the time with all these evil characters on the world stage. It doesn't mean that any of them are the Antichrist.
I get it. Let me keep going. When Obama announced he was running for president, he was 45 years, 6 months, 6 days old, right?
Okay.
Strong's 4566 is Satan. Isn't that interesting considering Barak means lightning?
No, I do like that you figured these things out. I mean, that's probably exactly what they did do. They are paying tribute to Satan. I mean, they did the ultimate Satan ritual, passing the torch to Trump. That's why, again, they had Obama tell Trump on the 45th birthday of the Church of Satan, he'd be number 45.
You remember the History Channel with
I
the
do
Bible
remember that.
series? You remember that?
I do remember that.
Looks a lot like Obama.
But Joseph, also, I
I
think they
get
did
it.
things like that on purpose because a lot of people did not like that there was a black president, and there were a lot of people like you saying that they thought Obama was some kind of evil, and a lot of it had to do with the color of his skin too. So, I mean, why aren't you doing this about Trump? Trump's more wicked than Obama. I mean, look at him.
I agree that Trump is just as evil as Obama, but that has nothing to do with the color of his skin. I'm not racist at all. Nothing to do with that.
A lot of people are.
I agree, but not me. Let me keep going here. And there's plenty of pictures with Trump with the horns. I'm just saying, there's the horns. You see it, right?
Well, but that's a drawing, isn't it?
No, it's not a drawing.
Oh, it's the thing behind him. Okay, I see.
Yeah. See? I'm a little behind, so I can't see it, but yeah. All right, you see it. All right, let me keep going. Newsweek, The Second Coming. See that?
Okay.
All right. Leave the world behind. Don't even worry about that. We'll skip this stuff. We'll skip it. Skip it. All right, this is going to be hard to see. You're not going to be able to see that, right?
Joseph, when you give this presentation, you need to cut out some of the things you do because they look like they're a major stretch, and just stick to the stronger things. That 45,
Well, first of all,
66 thing,
I'm on a
45,
cell phone.
66 thing, the 45, 66 thing is good. That should be one of the first points you come with. And
It is normally. Zach, I'm like fifth in line. Turn my phone around at 2:30 in the morning. I'm like, these aren't my best presentations. I'm going.
But what you need to stop with is Obama 44 and this sentence in front of Obama's name this way. I'm telling
I'm
you,
not
those
doing
aren't
that right now. I'm not doing that right now. Let me keep going. Look, add it up, Zach.
Oh, are you saying add up the 4 base ciphers?
Yeah, add it up.
I know it equals 666. I know.
Okay, well, don't act like I'm a mental patient. Okay, listen. Here's a fun fact. Look, this has nothing to do with Obama. I bet you know this. Look at this. You're gonna love this. Read this. Tell me what you get. All right.
Okay, about Hiroshima, Nagasaki, and the surrender, 666.
That's pretty crazy, right?
And they surrendered on the Jesuit order's birthday, August 15th. And what's the IHS 36? Like 666 is the 36 triangular number.
Right,
Obama
but
got
it,
into politics through a Jesuit priest. Do you know that? It
no,
was
I
a
didn't.
Jesuit priest who brought Obama into Chicago politics, into Illinois politics. That's why when you're spending all this time making Obama the Antichrist, isn't it obvious who's? I mean, Obama is a puppet that got installed in the White House. You're making him too powerful.
Possible.
I mean, or what are you saying? Obama's responsible for Hiroshima and Nagasaki? He wasn't even alive.
No.
So what's your point with that? About that? I mean, wouldn't that be the Jesuits?
I think the
I mean,
Jesuits.
look how that connected this thing is tonight with passing Kobe and the Jesuits. I mean, isn't it obvious they're behind his little 666 rituals?
Look, I don't know who ultimately runs everything. I know the Jesuits are very well up there. The Synagogue of Satan, the Jewish folks, the Freemasons.
You hold on. You know this. You know that the history. Almost every Bible researcher agrees that the verse about 666 in the Bible was referring to Nero, right?
Yeah.
So that's a ruler in Rome. I mean, the Holy Roman Empire lives through the church. I mean, if there was an Antichrist, wouldn't it more likely be somebody within the church?
Do you know that Revelation 3:9? Behold, I will make them of the synagogue of Satan, which say they are Jews and are not, but do lie, equals 846. And the first tower was hit at 846, and George Floyd, 8 minutes, 46 seconds.
And again, are the Jesuit fingerprints all over 9/11 and the World Trade
Right.
Center and George
So,
Floyd?
the synagogue of Satan, the you-know-who's, the Jesuits, I don't know who runs it. I know Satan runs this world. I believe in Jesus. I believe there's an Antichrist. And I think Trump is very Antichrist. I also think Obama is very Antichrist. And if you were to say to me, Joe, you're wrong, Obama's not the Antichrist, it's Trump, I'd be like, sure.
I'm not going to say that either. I mean, Trump's
I don't know what's going on. All I know is what I've been born into. And Obama and Trump are very Antichrist. This world is very Antichrist.
Have you
And
ever
you're
looked
right, Zach.
into Have you ever looked into why Jews don't see Jesus as the Messiah?
Of course, yeah.
Isn't it a good argument?
No.
How could it not be?
Because I think the counter argument is better than their argument.
What's the counter argument? They're the ones that made the rules for who the Jewish Messiah was.
I just think Jesus is better than their counter argument.
Does that make sense though? Because Christianity is following what Judaism taught.
I mean, don't all the main religions base around the same thing?
Judaism is the source of the Abrahamic religions. It goes Judaism, Christianity, Islam in that order. And again, the Jews laid down in the Old Testament what qualifies for the Jewish Messiah, and Jesus didn't fulfill all of the Jewish Messiah prophecies. The Jewish Messiah had to bring about the third temple, and he had to bring eternal peace to the world. And Jesus didn't do either of those things.
Well, the body is the temple, and his body was the ultimate sacrifice.
Did he bring about eternal peace to the world?
I mean, in Jesus, there is peace.
As people kill each other in the name of religion?
Born-again Christians don't kill each other in the name of peace or religion. Like I consider myself born again. I would never go out and kill anyone for any kind of resolution of anything. Zach, as much as me and you have been gone back and forth, right? You've said mean things. I've said mean things. I would never want to go bring harm to you.
Joseph, I don't, Joseph, I didn't start anything with you, first of all. I didn't even know who you were. You started making up rumors about me.
Zach, the truth is, yeah, but the beef between me and you, I started it because you've said things about Christians. So yeah, I went after you first, but that's it.
Yeah, and
But
with
I
all
would never wish
fairness,
death upon
and again,
you
the reason I
or
start things
you
with
know.
Christians is because they always start shit with me. I never even did anything to any of these Christians like come on here. They start making up rumors about me, Russian vids and these types, slandering my name.
I've got nothing to do with them, you know.
Again, it's just as somebody who grew up in the church, as I did, I learned at a young age that most Christians are total hypocrites. So, and again, I just think religion's the problem of the world, Joseph. There's no religion. None of these holy wars work. The cabal, you know, how are they going to lead people into fighting against each other if they don't believe in all this BS?
Well, I definitely don't think any of these wars in the name of God are righteous. I mean, it's all BS. I mean, Trump,
But that's how
all
they
of
bait
them.
people
I
into
mean,
war. That's how they baited Americans into World War I. They published in the papers that Kaiser Wilhelm, the leader of Germany, was the Antichrist. That's exactly what they're Joseph. That's exactly what they were publishing in World War I in the U.S. papers. Kaiser Wilhelm is the Antichrist.
Well, shame on them. You
Well,
know,
you're kind of still doing that. You're like, Obama's the Antichrist. You guys are trying to like persecute people.
I think Obama's the Antichrist, but I mean that's not a salvation issue at all. You know, can I give you a few more things?
Well, hold on. What did Obama do outside of all the decoding and connections to 666 to make you think he's the Antichrist?
I mean, besides being anti-Christian, anti-Christ,
How's he
and
anti-Christian?
I mean, he's not
He
pro-Christ.
claimed to be a Christian. People said I doubted. It seems like he's Muslim. I never
I
heard him
don't know
say
if he's.
anything bad about Christianity.
I got a few clips, but
I know that he always tried to argue that he was Christian, and like Fox News was always saying, "No way, he's a Muslim."
I mean, we can show clips one way or another. I mean, that's not going to make or break anything, you know.
Yeah. Actually, do me a favor and post the collage of things that Obama said that were so anti-Christian. I would be curious.
I mean, if you just go to my channel and go through the shorts, I got a few things, but I mean, it's not nothing major. But I got a few other things that are not connected to Obama that might be interesting.
Okay.
You remember Brother Berg?
Oh yeah, of course.
Shout out to Brother Berg, Twitter. So long story short, COVID was first. Can I say COVID?
Yeah. I call it cooties, but I think COVID's okay.
I can't believe today's the anniversary, man. 6 years.
Now it is over here. It's 12:01.
Yeah. But anyways, first reported cooties December 12th, 2019. That was 6666 days after 9/11.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
You remember HR 6666?
Yeah.
The old testing, reaching, contracting, everyone act, the old Trace Act. Remember that? May 1st, 2020?
Yeah,
The Trace.
and Claydex 666 days for the pandemic, and that's my point. It's just they're putting 666 everywhere. So why always trace it back to Obama?
Don't worry about Obama right now. I'm just trying to expose evil for 5 minutes. Give me 5 minutes to expose evil. Give me that,
Okay.
Zach. All right. So the Trace Act, HR 6666, that was May 1st. You know, May 1st equals 666. That's the Illuminati's birthday. All right, December 8th, 2019. That was the first day of the onset symptoms of the first individuals admitted to the hospitals. 12/8/2019. That was
Okay.
6 years, 6 months, and 6 days after the. I don't know if you've ever seen this post on June 1st, 2013, from this guy Marco on Twitter.
I don't think I've seen it.
You don't remember that?
Mm-mm.
He said, anyway, never mind. Don't worry about that. Hold on. Okay, the Black Death, the Black Plague, it ended 1353.
Okay.
COVID was 666 years after the Black Death ended.
Okay.
Interesting, right?
Looked like it was almost 667. It was very close to 667.
It was, depending on the month, but we don't know the month that it ended. Ended. So Queen Elizabeth, the corona, the crown.
The simulation, though, would have been definitely 666 years after it.
Right, you're right. So what are the first case? Queen Elizabeth became queen 66 years, 6 months before the first case. Crown.
And she died 201 days after her cooties
Right.
diagnosis.
And 201 days from Obama's birthday, I believe. Don't quote me.
I don't think so, because she died September 8th.
No, come on. We'll look at it, Zach. COVID declared.
September 8th. His birthday is August 4th. How could that be 201 days?
Hold on, let me look then. I'll go. Hold on.
She would have died 35 days after his birthday.
Hold on. Or she might have tested positive 201 days from his birthday.
That could have been.
Let me just keep going. You're holding me up, Zach.
Okay.
All right. It was declared a public health emergency 666 days from when Omicron was declared. Right? You remember that?
Right.
A COVID vaccine, 666. That's not important. Sandra Lindsay, 846. Right? Like George Floyd. Like the Twin Towers, 846. Oh, look at this. I don't know if you know this, Zach. Satoshi Nakamoto, the founder of Bitcoin, allegedly?
Uh-huh.
He has a fictional birthday, April 5th, 1975?
They changed it recently, but yeah, it was April 5th forever.
And why is that significant? Why was the April 5th, 1975 significant?
Well, I know why the 4 or 5 is significant, but not necessarily the year 1975. What do you got?
Do you remember the Economist cover with the Phoenix? With the Bitcoin cover?
That's from 1980, isn't it? Or
1988. Look, Zach. Exactly. Not even extra days, bro.
Here, I'm going to get rid of myself so you can show it on the screen. So what is it from his birthday? They changed his birthday. It's not that anymore, but that's what it was for a long time. From that to the cover is what? Show it again.
Exactly. 666 weeks and 0 days to the date of that magazine cover with the burning Phoenix, bro.
Yeah, that is pretty wild. I did not realize that. That's interesting.
That's completely wild. Anyway, let me keep going. But yeah, I mean that's crazy, man. Look at this, man. I don't know if you've ever seen this. The Buckazoids from the video game Space Quest. They got this cryptocurrency called Buckazoids that equals 666.
Was
Anyway,
it
let
really
me
called
keep going.
cryptocurrency in that 1991 video game?
I don't think it was called cryptocurrency. It was like a digital currency, you know, but it was called Buckazoids, which equals 666.
Okay.
Not as interesting as the, you know.
Well, you
the
got. I mean, you
Nakamoto.
have the reference to 666 with regards to talons of gold in the Bible, so there's a monetary connection there.
Well, I mean, my bigger thing, you also got computer, 666, internet. You got the first computer for $666. You got dollar crash, dollar sign. They're all 666.
Okay.
Greek alphabet, 666.
Just like isopsophy.
Just like isopsophy right there. All right, it's all there.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, let me keep going. Did you know in the Greek alphabet, if you add up Neuralink, it equals 666?
Well, that makes sense. I didn't know that.
See, that's what I'm saying, Zach. I know you like to pinpoint me like, oh, Joseph's just about Obama and six. Like, there's more than
But
just
that's what you
Obama,
do in almost
man.
every video. I've said to you before, if you'd stop with
Zach,
all the Obama crap, your work would look a lot better.
Zach, you know I haven't made a video in 4 months, right?
Well, it's probably been good. I think if you come
And
back,
you know I'm considering like
all the Obama stuff.
I'm considering never making a video again. I might. I'm not saying I might never do it, but I'm
Just do shorts. Just do YouTube shorts like that. Here, boom. Here's my short of the day. Here's my 30-second mind blow. I mean,
I don't know.
just do that.
It's one day at a time. I don't know. Anyway, let me keep going. Okay, the Genesis mission, right?
Look how long you're spending on here tonight. You could have. My internet cut out. You said the Genesis mission.
Yeah. So the Genesis mission was 666 days after the first Neuralink implant, bro.
And Genesis equals 666. Yeah, that's interesting.
So does Genesis mission.
What cipher is Genesis mission?
Satanic.
Okay, it's small.
Just
Yeah,
where Satanic Gematria is 666.
Yeah, try that out. Try a Gematria Shorts channel. Just these things. Just boom. You have a lot of legit 666s. Again, the ones that don't seem legit to me is when you write out Obama plus a number, the Antichrist Barack Obama.
Look at this, Zach. Biden tested positive 666 days after Trump tested positive.
Yeah, exactly. That doesn't.
Okay,
doesn't that
so
make
I'm not completely full of shit, right? There's
all I've
some.
ever said about you is your work would be a lot better if you stopped with all the Obama Antichrist stuff. Because right there, I mean, that doesn't even involve Obama. That's Biden and Trump.
What does it say? This is Brother Berg. Biden tested positive. Yeah. Anyway. Let me keep going.
By the way, long before you came around, Brother Berg was around. And the reason I get annoyed with some of people is, Brother Berg, Sweet Lady used to refer to Brother Berg as best girlfriend because he would call me and he'd have a million questions and I would answer all these questions and he'd take forever. And so I let him know, like, man, I got to go. And he's like, hold on. One day he called and I said, man, I got to get off today. And he just got all frustrated. And then he from that day on, he was just always an ass. And I thought, this guy, man, like, he doesn't respect my time. And then he even became like a guy slandering me. I was like, man, I spent so much time coaching this guy up and teaching this guy, and he can't respect my time. That's why, Joseph, you come around probably 5 years after Brother Berg. I was just so sick of almost everybody by the time you came around. You're another guy who just came out of the woodwork just slandering my name too. And I'm just like, what is with everybody? They learn from me and then they just want to attack me and then act like I did something. It gets annoying.
Well, just know, Zach, my mission is not to cause you harm, or I'm not out here to slander you. I'm just here to represent Jesus and the end times. That's all I got, man. And I learned a lot from you. That's all I can say. Anyways, you remember this old COVID Kapoor?
Yeah, I remember that one.
That was what was the name? Project
fashion
Project
show.
Project Runway.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, you got to be absolutely mentally retarded. COVID Kapoor in 2019, before COVID, he wore a face mask. They said he looked sick. They said his outfit was sick. COVID Kapoor 56. Like coronavirus, COVID vaccine, Anthony Fauci, you got to be mentally retarded to not get it. Toilet paper. I mean, it's been a long time, man. It's been a lot of years, and people they can't catch on. And we can get so much deeper, Mr. Corona and the virus and Mr. Elvis and Seattle and Jonas Salk and the whole thing and Tom Hanks and Sleepless in Seattle. It's just, I don't know how far you want to go, but it's a joke, man.
It is a joke. And Joseph, a lot of these decodes you're doing right now are good. I hope if you come back, you just keep it to that and you don't, because almost every video you ever make, you try to tie it into Barack Obama's the Antichrist.
Tom Hanks, he just happens to be losing by 201 points with his Corona typewriter.
Yeah, Corona typewriter. Yeah.
Bro, you know what I didn't even realize this whole time? Madonna I didn't even realize she had the Corona typewriter too.
On her album that came out at that same time. That's in my book.
And Kobe and the whole fucking Kobe, man. It's ridiculous. Let me just scroll through here, see if there's anything else to mention.
Why don't you just do that though, Joseph? 30 seconds.
Bro, I've been doing that for 7 years. Nobody cares.
But try it in the shorts format. Just do shorts.
I did like 100 shorts.
Just keep doing them.
Maybe the next one will get their attention.
Yeah, but rather than give up all the way, just dedicate 30 seconds a day. Whatever you think that.
If we could do a great job on Jabberoos, we could reduce the population.
Yeah, that was a great one.
Oh, how about this? You remember the calm before the storm statement?
Yeah.
This represents the calm before the storm. What storm, Mr. President? You'll find out. 888 days before March 11th.
Yeah.
Father of the vaccine, 88. Trump, 88.
That's the number for Jesus from Greek isopsophy, right? 888.
Yeah. Yep, sure is. But Jake Gyllenhaal, 88 miles per hour, numbers on his arm. Here's the one, Zach, you might not know. Revelation 13, right? Check this out. The whole verse, bro. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. 888.
Well, and that's another point you can make about Trump and Obama. If you really had to say if it's one of these two, I mean, they literally paid tribute to Revelation 13 with Trump getting his ear wound, and not to mention Beast is 47 like Trump.
And 88. Look, Thomas Crooks, his birthday 9/20/03. That's the 8,888th prime number. That's the birthday of Crooks.
Yeah.
Trump, you remember the Snoop Dogg video where he was pointing the gun at the clown?
Yeah.
Trump got hit in the ear 88 months after the Snoop Dogg video.
I think I was aware of that.
You remember Frank the Rabbit from Darko?
Yeah. And Donnie
Yeah,
Darko
Frank,
goes to a Jesuit high school.
Frank equals Donald in 3 ciphers. Rabbit equals Trump. Donnie had the Triumph sweater, which had Trump. He's got the rabbit. You got the rabbit and iPad Go 2. Have you looked at the rabbit and iPad Go 2? It's got a bullet hole in his ear. The birthday of the guy who plays Frank the Rabbit is 88 days from Trump's birthday. The numbers on Donnie's arm add up to 88. I mean, this is ridiculous stuff, Zach. You got to admit, this is absolute ridiculous stuff. The full name of Jake Gyllenhaal equals 88. They got to reach 88 miles per hour on Back to the Future. The rate on Mar-a-Lago, August 8th, 88. The numbers to text Trump, 88. The 88-foot-tall flagpoles. It's just absolute stupidity. You have to literally be Down syndrome. The ballroom, remember? It held 88, right? And now, remember, it was 999 and 88, a difference of 911?
Right.
I mean, this is just straight stupidity, man. Remember the bat? Talking about 222, right? You know, that's my favorite number, Zach. Old Richard Masters, 222. COVID declared a pandemic, 222 months. After 9/11, 222 days from Obama's birthday, or from Trump's birthday, my bad. But Obama tested positive 222 days from his birthday. It's just so ridiculous, man.
Wuhan coronavirus 222.
There it is. Here it is, right here, Zach. Wuhan coronavirus 222. Event 201. World Economic Forum. 222 days from Obama's birthday. He tested positive, and it was declared a national emergency. And declared a pandemic. Happy anniversary. 222 months from 9/11. And Trump was the first U.S. case. The first U.S. case was 222 days from his birthday. Trump is 222. So
he was at the World Economic Forum. He was at the World Economic Forum gloating about his trade deal with China when it happened.
Yeah, and World Economic Forum is 222.
Trust me, I know. I wrote a book about it.
I know. It's just ridiculous, man. And then here's
it's sad that 6 years later people don't care.
Here's Madonna with her typewriter.
Yeah.
Look at that. Paris, France equals COVID vaccine in 3 ciphers. Madonna equals virus and COVID. She announced on May 6th that she had COVID. 56 like coronavirus. Same typewriter like Tom Hanks. You know, I don't know what else to say, man. We know what it is.
I think they were trying to allude to the fact that the story was written long ago that we're living out.
Oh, Maggie Keenan.
Yeah, that's right. And then the first man to get it was William Shakespeare.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How about Rochelle Walensky, 201 days after her birthday?
Yeah. After she replaced Jesuit Redfield at the CDC.
How about the shooting at the CDC just recently? 201 address, 201 days after Trump assumed office. How
What's
about
the
Dr.
address? Emory University?
Yeah.
Yeah. Emory's right across the street.
Yeah, 201 Dowman Drive, 201 days after Trump assumed office. And Dr. Joseph Mountain, 201, founder of the CDC.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, look at that. George Perry Floyd, 201, with the Corona sign behind him. Oh, William Henry Gates, 201. Oh, look at that. Clade X.
Joseph, that could be a good idea. Every
Operation Warp
day
Speed.
for the 6th
Operation Warp
anniversary.
Speed was 201 days after Event 201. Look at that, Jack. Can you believe it? Operation Warp Speed anniversary was 201 days from Event 201.
And it's on Mercuralia. So
And remember the Wuhan 400?
yeah, the Dean Koontz book, right?
Equals 201.
Yeah. Well, don't forget they gave out the first shot on the anniversary of the I Am Legend movie, and the doctor who created the vaccine that got everybody turned them into zombies. Her name was 201.
The Crippins virus?
Whatever it's called. The doctor who invented the vaccine in I Am Legend. Her name's 201.
All right, I got to post on that.
Yeah, maybe that's a good idea though. For the anniversary of the 6th anniversary, just every day upload a quick short on just one more proof of what a big joke Cooties was, and better wake up now before they bring the next pandemic. I mean, Joseph, you know that they did the pandemic declaration last year on the big Jesuit day to remember Ignatius of Loyola getting shot, don't you?
Yeah, but that's the thing is, I don't think anyone cares, and I don't know how to make them care. That's my problem right now.
I'll tell you what, more people would have listened to you if you didn't tie every video into Obama. I'm telling you, that was hurting your work.
Well, Zach, as much as I like you, you don't tie anything to Obama, and I don't think many people. I think we're getting the same amount of views.
When I started the work, Obama was the president. I mean, I talked about Obama a lot when he was in office.
Zach, listen to me. Me, you, Decoding with Cody, Jurassic, all of us people doing the same stuff, we get the same amount of views on average. There's not one of us. Back in the day, what was it? Call Me Kinfolk. He used to get more views than anyone, right? Ain't nobody doing this getting views anymore.
Yeah,
we're all around one. We're all around 1,000 to 2,000 views. Ain't nobody getting views anymore, man. It doesn't matter what we have to say.
Well, that's because we're shadow banned, but still,
that's true. But I mean,
we don't present the work properly.
Here's my thing, Zach. We could sit here and we can expose evil like I've been doing for almost a decade now. There's got to be. We have to change it up, man. I'm not saying we got to start a revolution or overthrow the government. There has to be something different. Nobody is going to do anything. We're just going to, look, if you got a Patreon or you run the numbers, yeah, you can get money doing that. We're never going to make a change just sitting here and running the numbers. Nothing is ever going to change. You know that. I know that. Everyone knows that. We're not going to make a change sitting here doing decodes. As much as it does expose the evil, and it's true, it's not going to change anything.
Well, I think it would change something. That's why we've had to be shadow banned, because we were making a difference and an impact.
Yeah, maybe
there's
back.
Only so much you can do with sharing information, and there's not
You're
really
right.
any more
You're
clear
right.
information you can share.
But besides overthrowing the government, we're not going to be able to do anything as much as I want to. Unless we're going to be willing to go to prison for life, we're not going to do anything, man.
Well,
that's why all my hope is in Jesus, man, because without Jesus, I have no hope.
Well, you just named the number one reason really that people aren't doing anything in the United States, because they all have this false belief that
okay, Zach,
solve their problems.
hey, Zach, as much as we're being friendly right now,
but that is the real problem, Joseph, because we all get that brainwashing at a young age, and a lot of people can't break out of it, and then they have this fantasy that
Zach, listen to me.
Solve all the problems, and they don't need to do anything.
All right, Zach, you don't believe in Jesus, right? Okay, what are you going to do to change things?
Well,
besides the same videos we've been doing for 10 years, what are we going to do?
Imagine, Joseph, let's rewind the time. Imagine that more people had come out to Seattle when we were out there in the freezing cold that whole weekend. Imagine more people would come out. Imagine there was a big group. We didn't get the news to come out, but they never played the clip. I imagine had we had a mob of people out there, they would have been forced to put that on the news. Who knows? Maybe it would have went viral from there. Oh, these people are talking about, to this day, people still don't know about Event 201. So again, we need more people doing what we are doing. Now, Joseph,
And I'm
while I
not
was doing
saying you
that,
don't
you were
have,
busy
you
on
didn't
like
have
making
good
videos
intentions,
about
but
Joseph. Hold on.
what?
While I was out there doing that, that was around the same time I found out about you. You're making videos saying like I'm Illuminati or something, and my sweet lady's transgender, just like making weird videos. I'm like, who's this guy and why is he doing this? Like, what's this about?
My only problems have ever been you coming against Jesus. That's it.
Well, I just point out that, you know, it's religion. Religion is
But even religion aside, Zach, listen. I don't want to give any credit to individual people. You know about Paul and slaves, right? We talked about him in the past. People like him.
people their ass.
Just not Paul, but I mean individual people. That's all I can think of as a Christian. The best we can do, in my opinion, until Jesus comes, is to become free individually. Because we're never going to come together as I wish we could, but we're never going to come together as a people and unite unless, say, they shut the power off or they shut the internet off for months. Then maybe people would come together. But I don't see it. But yeah, I mean, it's possible if they shut the power off, you know, people will come together in groups and unite. But I mean, they got us by the nuts, man. It's all up to us individually to find. I'd be interested in what the chat has to say. What do they think? I mean, we're not going to overthrow the government as much as we've exposed it. I mean, come on. Kobe scored his career high, game number 666. COVID was declared a pandemic 666 days after a pandemic simulation. There's nothing more that we can say to expose it. I got the shit written on my car. I've been driving it around for 6 years. Nobody cares. No, like they can't wake up, bro. So like, we're on our own. So either this whole system.
Some people can wake up, but yeah, a lot of people can't wake up. They don't want to.
The system's either going to fall, or when it falls, we're going to have to unite. But like, we're not going to overthrow this stuff, man. It's not going to happen. As much as I wish it would, and I pray it would, there's nothing we can do, man. They're asleep, and we can't wake them up. It's just, it's going to be what it's going to be. You know.
What do you think it is in people's upbringing that turns them into gullible suckers that they just swallow lies whole?
Well, a lot of it's fluoride, the food we eat, the stuff they spray overhead, and the mind control, and in your case, you would say religion. Waiting on someone to come save us, and I wouldn't say that.
Why do
But
you think all the presidents swear in on the Bible?
I would say they have a false Jesus.
Well, technically, Jesus is false because it's not even the real name. I mean, isn't that true? It's not even the real name. It was like calling the person by a different name than what their name was.
They have a false Yeshua. Yeah.
Yeah, because it's not Jesus. We know why they changed it to Jesus. We see what the gematria value of Jesus is.
In one cipher, yeah.
And the most simple one.
Right. I do think Jurassic makes a good argument that Lucifer was made perfect. He had a perfect name. I think it's a good argument.
Yeah, and they did change the name so that it equates with Lucifer. Yeah. Joseph, almost everybody's born into a religion, and almost everybody just stays in that religion for their whole life. Don't you see the problem with that?
I mean,
if you were born in Saudi Arabia, you would probably be, with your prayer mat out right now, like most people born in Saudi Arabia.
I do understand the argument.
but I do think God made a way for people to find the truth. I do think that Jesus has been spread to the whole world, and there's a chance for everyone to come to Jesus.
The
All right, hold on.
delusion. The delusion. You remember when he came in the community, he was always raving about how he's going to be the greatest Gematria decoder. That's like what he did in every video. I'm going to be the greatest Gematria decoder. Remember this?
It's been a long time,
But that's what
but
he
yeah.
did, didn't he? In like every video, he had to make the point that he's going to be the greatest decoder. He had a really big ego. And now look at him. He's been studying the Bible for a little more than a year, and he thinks he's a scholar. And he's ready to crusade Muslims, too. I have always thought that religion is ego. It's ego. And that's a guy with a big ego. And now he's so into the Bible. And he's so ready to be part of like a religious holy war. Don't you see what I'm saying about this religion thing? I mean, I know at the end of the day, he's not a good person. You could never convince me in a million years that he's a good person. And look at him now. He's just Mr. Jesus guy. He's some Jesus expert. After what, a year and a half as a 30-some-year-old man, and he said he never came up around any religion in church, so he didn't know any about any of this as a child. But
I
now,
will say I've known Adam the Illusion for at least 3 or 4 years, and he's always not in the beginning. He did have a big ego, and he was all about himself, but he has made a transition, and I do love Adam the Illusion, and he does. My only thing with Adam is he's still with the betting and the gambling, and I'm against that because Adam pushed that. Gambling ruined my life, and I'm not for that, and that's all I can say. But yeah, I have no problems with Adam.
I do. He's another guy who can't apologize either for being a slanderer for no reason.
Well, I apologize if there's any beef.
Well, thank you, Joseph. I accept your apology. You know what? I do hope that you do start putting out short videos just showing concrete decodes, which you can do, and leaving out the Obama part. And
Well,
yeah,
Zach, I
we might
honestly
not
don't
be able
know.
to, Joseph,
I don't know if
we
I'll
might
ever
not
go
be
back to
able
videos.
to defeat the cabal, but I guarantee you, if you keep putting out good videos, you're gonna wake up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, who knows how many more people. Again, if everybody on earth who was awake could wake up one more person a day, there would be an impact in some period of time that probably wouldn't be as far off as we think.
Here, let me give you a few more things. When Trump announced re-election, November 15th, 2022, you got me?
Weren't there 666 days had passed before that day?
It's probably a coincidence, right?
No, I doubt it. I remember talking about that at the time.
Yeah. So when Trump announced re-election, it just happened to be 666 days after he left office. And MAGA is the highest degree of the Church of Satan, no big deal. Hold on. When Trump met with Putin, remember when they met in
Helsinki?
Alaska?
Helsinki?
When
They met in Helsinki for the World Cup.
It was August 15th, 2025.
Oh, that was the second. This is back in 2020 when they met in Helsinki.
Okay, so Trump and Putin met August 15th, 2025.
Or God, time was maybe that was 2018. Helsinki might have been 2018.
So they met in 2025, which was 6 years, 6 weeks, and 6 days after they last met, which was at the G20 summit in Osaka, Japan. So long story short, Trump and Putin, they didn't meet each other for 6 years, 6 weeks, and 6 days. Again, you got to be mentally retarded to think that's a coincidence.
I mean, it's all just 666, man. It's
Right. That's what I've been saying to you all this time. Is it's not just Obama with all the 666 stuff.
you got what is his name? Larry Ellison with the AI cancer vaccine, the Stargate. Okay, Trump and Larry Ellison are born 666 days apart.
That makes sense.
Okay. If you add up the Stargate project, you add up the 4 base ciphers, it equals 666.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Oh, you remember when Kennedy, RFK, was confirmed the health secretary 666 days after what was it, April 19th, after he announced his run for president.
And Kennedy equals 666.
And Kennedy equals 666. Probably another coincidence. Remember when Trump got 666 delegates?
I don't know if I did know about that. I don't remember that actually.
Yep, there it is. I didn't. MSNBC. I didn't make that up. You know, and we know about Jared Kushner and the 66 and remember when after Butler they're like, oh, Kimberly Cheadle dropped the ball, right? The head of the Secret Service.
Right.
Anyway,
Okay.
Yeah, Butler was 666 days after Kimberly Cheadle assumed office.
I think I did cover that one. I think I remember that.
The head of the Secret Service.
Yeah.
Oh, look at this, man. Look at this. Trump, he became president for the first time 6 weeks, 0 days after the bad mustache man was born.
That's interesting. They were saying he carried around Mein Kampf in the
Right.
past.
Pretty interesting. And HITLER equals 222.
Yeah.
Oh, you remember Diamond? Remember Diamond and what was the other one? The 2 black chicks. Diamond, and I forget the other one.
Oh, yeah. I do remember this. Okay.
But yeah, Diamond died 666 days before the election.
Yeah, go figure.
And Diamond Hardaway equals 666.
And that was before he beat Kamala?
That was his name. Yeah, Silk. That was his name.
That was before he beat Kamala.
Yeah.
Who got 42% of the Electoral College? Like Kamala equals 42 and the beast rules for 42 months.
Yep.
Maybe that's the thing to pay attention to. 42 months after he takes office.
How about Elizabeth Christ Trump, who died on 6/6/66?
Wouldn't that be July 20th of?
No, it'd be July 6th.
42 months after he takes office?
Who?
Trump.
You going back?
Trump. That would actually make sense because Beast 47, so he takes office January 20th, 2025. So wouldn't it be July 20th?
Yeah, I mean Trump's 47, Beast 47.
2028. Yeah. 42 months. So that's interesting. I wonder if they got something special planned for that day.
Probably. Anyways, remember Elizabeth Christ Trump, dead 6/6/66?
Right, yeah.
But what a lot of people don't know is Elizabeth Trump equals 666. And she died in New York. Look at that, man. Look at this.
You had quite the presentation ready to go tonight, Joseph.
Well, that's why I'm here with you. Look at that. She died. The inauguration was 606 months and 6 weeks after she died.
So in your time off, have you been considering that maybe it's not just Obama?
I've been considering that the whole time.
Oh, okay. Like I always say, it's the beast system. They love to pay tribute to the beast. I mean, the first book I ever tried to write was called Revelation and the Birth of a Nation, because I just saw they were doing all this satanic stuff. Once I learned about this, I said, wow, these people are...
You saw this from Jurassic Liars, right? But he first became president when he was 70, and then he became president again at 78.
Oh, yeah. If you had those numbers out, 666. Yeah.
I mean, you got to admit, Zach, that's a good one.
No, I did. I said that was a good one.
I remember. Trust me, Zach. I'd be watching you, and I like that song. What is it? The Police or Diddy? I'd be watching you. I'm behind the scenes, man. I'm watching all you guys every day, man.
I have given you credit in the past, but I always will criticize that I never liked what you did with Obama because I thought it took away from your work. I just think if you just focused on everything else that you're presenting, that it would be very convincing to a lot of people.
Trump named the turkeys Waddle and Gobble. Guess what it equals?
666.
What a shocker, huh?
Yeah.
I mean, the first year, right? A Genesis mission. We already went over that. Let's see.
Joseph, you made the point. I was seriously going to go to bed 4 hours ago tonight, so I'm exhausted. But I do think that, yeah, we're probably never going to defeat the cabal, but I still think everybody who has something to share to speak out against evil should not stop doing it.
True.
Yeah, obviously we have different philosophies. I don't think Jesus is coming to save us. I mean, what more would Jesus need to see to come save us? I mean, we just blew up a school full of children, apparently. I mean, doesn't that make Jesus want to come down and say enough?
I'd say we're getting pretty close. That there's not much more that he would need to see.
But see, the problem is nobody knows the hour or the time, so you could sit here the rest of your life, the remaining 40, 50 years you have left, and he might never show up. How many people do you think went to the grave thinking Jesus was going to come back any minute?
But Zach, as a full-fledged believer that Jesus is coming in my lifetime, how could I say to you, no, I don't think he's coming in 2026, 2027, 30, 2050. It could be any time. And if it's not even in my lifetime, there's not enough evidence to pull me away from my stance.
Well, you don't have to not believe in Jesus, but
Zach,
maybe
here's what I wanted to talk to you about. You agree that you think the Bible is a script. They're playing out the script, right?
Well, look at the word scripture, script. They do use the scripture as a script, don't they?
Okay. And my thing is like, okay, if they're doing that, they're only trying to like deceive the top 10% that are awake and aware. Okay, there's something going on, right? So that they're like taking the top 10%. They're like, oh yeah, it's biblical, just to deceive that 10%. To like, oh yeah, Jesus is coming soon. Keep on waiting. That way you don't fight back. Like your argument is they don't want people to fight back against the New World Order because they think Jesus is coming soon, right?
Jesus taught you to not fight back. Jesus taught you to give Caesar what's his and turn the other cheek.
But why are they doing everything connected to the 666 number? Is it because like, oh, we don't care if they catch on because they're going to think it's all biblical, it's all prophecy?
Well, it could be because of the same reason they give predictive programming and kind of show what their intentions are. It could be people say that that's how they preserve their karma, by giving people signs. For all of us who calculated 666, we definitely knew not to get those clot shots.
Like, for example, why is everything with Trump and Obama, like, connected to biblical stuff. You know what I mean? Like lightning from the heights and Trump with all the
Because the
666.
society of Jesus controls the world.
Right, but they seem to not care if we find that out. Is that like
No,
by
they do
purpose?
care. They do care. How many channels have you lost?
Between 10 and 14, I've lost count.
Exactly. And I've lost even more. And look at how shadow banned we are. They do care.
I don't know. I don't know if they care that much.
Why would they even bother? Why would they even bother censoring us if they didn't care?
But Zach, I've seen tons of channels that don't talk about Gematria, but they talk about Jesus and the NWO, and they don't have any issues. I don't know.
Exactly. Because their information is not as detrimental to them as what we're putting out.
But at the same time, we put out our info and we get like 1,000 to 2,000 views, and it doesn't
That
really
wasn't the
change
case,
much.
though. In 2018, I averaged 100,000 views per video. I mean, the video I did on with the night George Herbert Walker Bush died had 1 million views within like 6 hours. So, no, I mean, it was a different ballgame.
I didn't find you till late 2019. So, but I believe you. I don't know. I don't know. It just seems like they're not too worried about much getting out, and I can't understand their agenda.
Well, now they got it. They got. I mean,
like what are they really trying to censor?
Huh?
What are they really trying to censor?
Nobody else is exposing the way the cabal operates like we are. I mean, talking about New World Order vaguely and not really connecting.
I talk to my family, strangers, you name it. I talk to people about these. Zach, I have it written on my car. I have it written on all my windows of my car that the sea was declared a pandemic 666 days after a pandemic simulation. Nobody cares. So like, I like they're not coming in smashing in my windows. I don't know if they got people so fluoridated and chemtrailed out that they don't care, but like nobody, even if you present them with the best information possible, like, okay, Kobe scored career high 81, game 666, Mark the Beast 81, Kobe Bryant 81. You could give them the best information ever. Like only 1% of the population cares. They don't care.
Well, I don't know. I don't have the same experience. Most people I talk to in person find it pretty interesting. Anytime I go to the hair salon here, these ladies are so excited and they tell everybody, they're like, listen, watch, I'm going to ask them this. And they're like, what? Again, they're all Seahawks fans out here in Washington. I was telling them how they burned up Barry Wilburn and his teammate Sonny Jorgensen. No, they get it. They're like, wow, this stuff is wicked. People get it.
But Zach, what are they? Okay, so you tell the people about the hair salon, they get it. What are they doing about it?
Well, what are they supposed to do about it? We don't have power.
Exactly. What are we supposed to do about it?
All you can do is spread the information until enough people know.
And Zach, we've been doing that for over 10 years. So that's why I stopped.
But that's not enough time. I mean, again, you're fighting something that's been in place for centuries, that's done a lot of damage.
If God, this is where I'm at. If God isn't going to supernaturally intervene on our behalf after 10 years, writing it on the windows of my vehicle and telling it to everyone I come in contact with, and you're doing it.
You're making my point right now.
What are we supposed to do?
Believe that there is a creator. I do see as God as being more of a problem, though, because this God thing is what's keeping people fighting over them amongst themselves nonsensically. Other people, they're waiting for God to come save them. Some people think there's nothing that can be done because, like it's taught in Christianity, you know, Satan is in control of this world and nothing will save the world until Jesus returns. If people saw themselves as the ones that had to solve the problem, and that was everyone's common thinking, there'd be a lot more people doing something rather than waiting for somebody to come take care of them.
I agree. If there was, 50% of us doing this, things would change, but
not even 50%. It wouldn't even take 50%. If 20% of humanity did it, there'd be a huge change.
Zach, you know about Charlie Kirk and Snake Eyes?
Of course.
You know about the music video, She's My Kind of Crazy?
Yeah.
You know, she left that comment. She said, you know how she zip lines past the 910?
Right.
And she left the comment. She said, I had a blast with Tyler shooting this. She left that comment on September 10th.
Yeah. And
that video got 147,000 views.
How many years ago was that? How many years ago was that comment left?
Like 12 or 13 years ago.
Right. Shortly after she linked up with Trump after the beauty pageant. So
and Charles Kirkland got shot in the neck, and the woman in the white dress, and Nicolas Cage, and the snake ear, and the Taj Mahal, and Tyler the Executioner, and all of it, dude. It's like we can explain it all and show it all. It's like, unless God here's what also I've learned. Unless God touches you and wakes you up, like I could say anything to people. It's not going to wake them up, bro. It's like God has to supernaturally like touch you and wake you up. I've explained this to so many people. It doesn't mean anything. All of it. It's like divine intervention. You know, I mean, we can try, and it's great to try, but it's like, I'm not saying I'm giving up, but it's like, it's in God's hands. That's how I feel. It's like in God's hands at this point for me.
Well, that you got to think
But
that God would.
You never
not
know.
want you to give up.
Maybe I'll come back one day soon,
God
man,
would not-
and I'll
do you
change
think-
it up.
Okay, here, Jesus is here. Do you think he'd say, "Yeah, Joseph, give up"? You think that's what Jesus' advice would be?
Well, it's not going to be like Jesus is going to be like, "Oh, I'm here." It's going to be, boom, we're going to be called up, or face, the guillotine.
Imagine you're living in the time of Jesus and you're explaining these problems. Do you think Jesus would be like, "Yeah, it's frustrating. Give up, Joseph"?
In the time of Jesus, he's not going to care about decodes, numbers.
Well, but you're if in Jesus' time this is how
and
they were
ultimately,
operating,
Zach,
he was aware.
Ultimately, Zach, when it comes down to it, I mean, the decodes are great for exposing everything, but it's like
That's the whole point of the decode. The whole point of the
it's
decode
not
is
the key to
expose how these
salvation.
people operate. The only reason we're not decoding for the fun of decoding. I mean, I got into this because I was like, "There's something about these people in numbers. What is it about them in numbers?" Then I finally found the word. I was like, "Oh, this is interesting. Let me see if there's more to this Gematria thing." Oh, look, there is. What in the world? They're doing this like every day. Again, that's why we're into this, not because it's fun. It's because this is how they operate. This is how we, and I mean, we've proven our point in spades. Not enough people care yet, but still, there's probably tens of thousands of people who, if this information was not put out on the internet, they wouldn't be aware of it. And I guarantee you all those people are grateful. And had there not been so much censorship and deletion of channels and shadow banning, there'd probably be a lot more people aware who appreciate it. So,
but Zach,
yeah,
I
get
can,
it.
I can say this stuff.
You don't think I'm the most frustrated person in this community, having been the one doing it the longest?
I get it, but I can say this stuff to 100% of my family, and only 1% of them will even care.
Why do you worry about that?
I don't worry about it. I'm just saying that's why I'm not doing this full time right now.
My sister is the only. My sister is the only one who claims to be Christian in our family at this point, and she is the most closed-minded. Joseph. She is the most closed-minded. She thinks this stuff is all
I'm
insane.
looking at the chat over here. So, yeah, I know. I've been hearing about your sister for 6 years.
What about when you went to the parking lot of that church and you were trying to teach them about the 666 and they wanted you out of there?
Yeah, they threw me out. Yeah, I remember you.
You got to learn to stay a little more calm though in person.
All right, come on, Zach. Have you ever passed out flyers in the church and they told you to get out of there? You better not pass out that truth here. We're going to kick you out and call the cops.
Well,
Well, no, you haven't.
I did get greeted by security at multiple places I've gone to, including the Oklahoma City Museum, where they went hands on
I
right
remember.
away.
I remember. But yeah, I remember. Yeah,
And I
it's
stayed
not
calmer
fun.
than you in that situation. That's the point I'm making. And those
I
guys
mean,
were shoving me around.
there's no grade on. I went to a church and I tried to pass out flyers about Cladex and tell them all the flyer said was COVID was declared a pandemic 666 days after the pandemic simulation, and they didn't want that out. And I'm like, you guys don't want to share the truth. I said, you haven't told people about this. You haven't told them about Cladex and Event 201, and they lied to me. They said, yeah, we have. We told them about that. I said, you're full of crap. They sat there and told me. They literally lied to me. And they said they told their congregation about Cladex and Event 201. I said, you're full of crap, man. They literally, I said, you got all these people parked here. They got Trump bumper stickers and Trump flags on their car.
So,
I
Joseph,
said, you
think
guys,
about that. This is the reason I left the church as a 12-year-old, because I just saw how phony these people were. And I
and
thought,
Zach, that's why I don't go to church.
Be real if these
I
people
don't go to
were
church,
so bad?
Zach.
Huh?
These churches are all deceived. I don't go to church. That's why I stopped going in like 2019.
But come on, this is the place where people are learning about Jesus. If this is the real truth, then why are these people so bad?
Because they're deceived. I mean, there's a lot of false teachers out there. You got your Joel Osteens and Evolution Church and Joyce Meyer and all. You got a lot of false teachers out there. Kenneth Copeland and all these false teachers. There's a difference, you know.
Well, there's a lot of buildings teaching about Jesus, and it seems that most of these buildings are plagued with the same problem no matter where you go. And then, see, here's the other thing too, Joseph. Do you follow Russian vids?
What's his name on YouTube?
I think he changed his name to something like They Live Truth or something.
Yeah. I see him. Yeah, I watch him.
Well, just because he's another anonymous guy who pretends to be a Christian and just slanders in the name of Jesus. Like, the first thing he ever did to me is he saw my video and I had a whiteboard up and I showed how God and lie both equal 26. And I wasn't saying that God is a lie. I was saying people use lies to play God. And isn't it interesting how these words have the same gematria value? He didn't play the audio of my video. He just froze it. He's like, look how this deceiver says God is a lie. It's like, what is this guy doing? What are you doing? My video wasn't about how God is a lie. It's how people use lies to play God. But see, then it gets annoying because that was when I first came on YouTube and was just teaching really simple decodes. But he had a following at the time. So then almost every day forward, like my comments were all full. He's like, you Antichrist, blah, blah. And it's just, okay, you guys all watch this idiot's video. Watch my actual video. It's not about how God is a lie. It's about how people use lies to play God over humanity. But this is also just the kind of stuff that annoys me about, and the reason Russian Vids probably did that, that's what he used to go by, Russian Vids, is because people would ask me, Zach, are you a Christian? I say, well, I was raised Lutheran. You know, I took what was good about Jesus, but I don't really believe in any religion anymore. So.
Yeah, I know you guys had a beef, you know.
But then down the road, you see me talking about how I don't like these Christians out here that aren't really doing much of anything and are, you know, doing things like Russian vids. And then you get all butthurt about that. And then you start slandering me too. Really, if you go through my rhetoric, I haven't really said anything bad about the character Jesus. But I will talk about how most Christians are people who are full of shit, which it sounds like you even agree with. I mean, you're pretty much saying the same thing right now. So.
Well, Zach, I would say you can't lump all Christians into a group.
And I don't, but I say most, which I stand by. From my experience, it is most.
Well, in my experience, you would agree. You said bad things about Christians and people who believe in Jesus.
You just did too about the people in the parking lot that were lying to you.
People from that church, yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
but that's why I don't attend church. I think a lot of the people in the modern churches are lost, and that's why I don't attend church. They don't warn people about anything, tell people about the times we're in. You know, they just
promote people voting and carrying on, But I mean, that's not even something to even talk about at this point, 7 years later. I mean, we understand where we're both at, Hey, how about this, Zach? What do you think about this? I know you don't like the flat Earth, right?
My internet cut out. When I came back, I heard you say the word flat Earth.
I was going to say, what do you think about this? I know you're not a big fan of the flat Earth, right?
Yeah, I can't stand the flat Earth thing.
All right. But should we trust NASA?
Of course not.
Especially when National Aeronautics and Space Administration equals.
Yeah, exactly. Another 666.
And Neil Alden Armstrong on the 201st day of the year, right? And
in tribute to Warner Von Braun, too, whose name is 207.
And doesn't he have the verse about the firmament on his tombstone?
Yeah.
Right? So
But-
you can't
but
be like,
guys,
oh,
people always
you
make that
flat Earth
point,
people are crazy. You got to give us some
The question
credit.
is, who made that tombstone for him is the real question.
Who knows? Who made me and you? God, allegedly. But I mean, bigger question. I mean, that is the bigger question. Who made me and you? I mean, who made his tombstone? That's insignificant compared to who made me and you.
Well, I think most of the answer our parents made us, but
Well, who made our parents?
yeah, exactly. I mean, that is you'd say their parents, but no, I get the point you're making. That is the great mystery. Something
this?
came from nothing. Something came from nothing.
How about Trump became president 666 months after the moon landing? Did you know that?
Well, it makes sense because it's the 20th, huh? Inauguration day. And then
Yeah,
they had the moon shot. They called it the moon shot after
in
his.
0 days.
Yeah, that is interesting.
Fight. 666. FFF.
Yeah, maybe.
Hey, you know my guy Jurassic Garo?
Yeah,
Right?
he's a little bit out there, but after he did that Elvis thing, that new episode came out called Graceland that showed the destruction of the whole country. I thought that was pretty interesting.
You know what's crazy about him? I'm telling you, I've been watching him for like the same amount of time I've been watching you. As much as I want to discredit everything he has to say, I literally hear about Elvis Presley every day, some way or another. I don't know if it's a coincidence or what. I hear about Elvis every day, right? Listen to this. My wife got into a car crash a year ago, right? The last name of the person was Presley.
Okay.
Right? So when he was live with you doing the debate, I'm the person that tried to text him. Remember, he said, "Oh, I can't open it."
Uh-huh.
I don't know if you remember. I tried to text him. You want to know what I tried to text him?
What is it?
So Trump gave Elvis the Presidential Medal of Freedom. And I don't know why he doesn't mention this. I don't know if he doesn't want to give me credit or what it is. I think this is like the number one connection between Trump and Elvis. And you let me know what you think, all right?
Okay.
So Trump gave Elvis the Presidential Medal of Freedom, November 16th, 2018, okay? It was 666 days. It was 666 days after Trump took office.
Okay. Huh.
How is that not the number one thing you say? 666 days after Trump took office, he gave Elvis the Presidential Medal of Freedom.
Well, he doesn't want to give anybody credit for anything other than himself. He has a big ego too.
Well, I don't want to hate on him, but and I don't know if you've ever seen when he does that song, "How Great Thou Art." He's like, "My Lord, my God." He fixes his tie like he's, Anyway, but yeah, 666 days after he took office, he gave Elvis the Medal of Freedom.
Yeah, that is interesting. Rockstar is 666.
Yep. So his concert.
Yeah,
Speaking of that, what was it, Ozzy? What was it, 666 days after the Satan podcast? He died.
He did a podcast 666 days earlier.
Yeah, the Osborne Satan podcast.
I think there were so many things to it. I think I might have covered that.
And I think he died.
Okay, I think in the time you've been gone, you've been considering how many 666s go on with pretty much everybody on the world stage.
No, this is all before.
It would do
this
great.
This is all before I've been gone.
About Obama.
Let me see. Hold on. Let me look it up. No, this is all before I've been gone. But no, I think Ozzy died 666 days after the Satan podcast, and he died 666 months after Black Sabbath's first single. And on American Idol, he wore the number 666. But, Ozzy Osbourne 201, right after Malcolm Jamal Warner, who died on the 201st day of the year.
And then Hulk Hogan.
201 episodes of The Cosby Show. Hulk Hogan is right down the road from me at Clearwater. I'm like 20 minutes from his spot. But yeah, what was he, 201 centimeters tall?
Yeah, that is what it said.
I think the name of his restaurant was 201.
It probably was. All right, Joseph, I do got to wrap it up and go to bed. I'm exhausted, but I would encourage you to come out of retirement and just do nice, short videos with a lot of things you presented tonight. Why not?
We'll see what happens.
Why not? Like I always say, I mean, you only lose if you quit. So and if you're on Jesus coming back, don't you think Jesus would be more happy with you if you didn't quit the good fight?
So, Zach, are you officially on the record? You're not saying I should just shut it down and retire. You're saying I should come back.
When you do the Obama thing, I will tell you to shut it down and retire. It gets annoying. But if you don't do that, I've said before publicly that you are good at decoding. Just trying to tie everything to Obama is just, it's not good. I mean, you know that you did that in almost every video. You try to make everything about Obama. It's like, come on, man. Obama hasn't even been in office now for a decade.
Yeah, but he just hasn't gotten away.
It's true, and it's like I said, Obama was a young president. I honestly think I think there's a good chance Obama gets shot at some point in the future to create more political division with the big fat 44. So.
If that did happen, I don't think he would stay down. I think he'd come back.
Well, maybe again, they love to pay tribute to the beast with all these guys. Listen, you never saw as clear of a beast ritual with Obama as you did with Trump on July 13th.
Well, here's the thing, Zach. The whole verse, the Revelation 13:3 about the beast that gets the deadly head wound.
Yeah.
Right. That whole verse equals 1,086. Right.
Okay.
And Crooks was exactly 1,086 weeks and 0 days old.
There you go.
They were clearly paying tribute to that verse. And that shout out to Widow's Son. That's not my fine. But yeah, he was 1,086 weeks exactly. And that's exactly Revelation 13:3 about the deadly head wound. So, yeah. And again, it was 666 days after Kimberly Cheadle assumed office and all the other stuff, clearly by the numbers.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's what I mean. They never did that great of a beast ritual ever with Obama. I'm sure they did plenty. He took office at age 47, but the thing they did with Trump was just super blatant.
But, Obama's full name equals 1,086. Barack Hussein Obama II. I think CERN went full power with the Hadron Collider 1,086 weeks after 9/11, and Large Hadron Collider is 1,086. Don't quote me on that, but shout out to Older Bones in the chat.
CERN has the 666 in their logo. Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah. And dark matter equals 666 too.
All right, Joseph. Nice talking to you, buddy. Appreciate the apology. I do think you should not give up. Everybody, a lot of people have quit. A lot of people have quit. I mean, that's not good for the world. Look at me. Do I quit? I want to quit every day, but I don't quit. I feel like if I quit, then I lose.
Well, Zach, let me say this. It's not necessarily an apology. It's, you can say this, if in God's eyes, if I've ever done anything wrong to you, I apologize. And it's a mutual understanding that we could come to agreement, let bygones be bygones, and move on from this. Over the last 6 years, whatever we've had to say against each other, a mutual understanding, a mutual respect for one another.
Okay.
Although I don't agree with you on everything, you don't agree with me on everything, but we can move forward from this.
Okay. Sounds good to me. Deal.
All right, deal.
All right, buddy. Get some rest.
Yeah, you too, Zach. And God bless everyone in the chat. And Jesus is coming soon.
Hey, let's hope so.
All my hope is in Jesus.
All right. Fair enough. But don't expect me to become a believer. But I welcome Jesus coming back. The world needs something.
Amen.
All right, Joseph.
All right, Zach.
All right, take care, man.
You too.
All right, we got GAD in the back. What's up, GAD? GAD. He might have fallen one time he was in the back so long I brought him on and you could hear him snore and it was funny. GAD. Like, man, that must have been a boring stream. All right, GAD. Sorry, I kept him back there too long. All right, this stream wasn't supposed to go. If you guys got here late and you're like, what the hell happened to Bam Adebayo? That was where we started. That was an unexpected phone call. I guess it's real quick for anybody who wanted to see the Bam part. Really quick recap. Remember, when Kobe died, since Bam passed Kobe in points scored and he's now in second place behind Wilt. When Kobe died, his death was synced with the 83-year-old Pope, dead in the helicopter crash, is what we were told. Is he really dead? I doubt it. But that's beside the point. The point is the 83. Helicopter crash, murder, 83. Again, he died on the same day Bear Bryant died in history. Bear Bryant died in 83. They died 37 years apart, like Miami picked up their 37th win tonight. And today's also 83 days after the anniversary of Pope Francis's birthday. Since when Kobe died, he died while traveling from Catholic Mass. Again, he died at 41 on the Pope's 41st day of his age, while the Pope was 83. I'm going to skip over some of the things. If you guys can always rewind the beginning of the stream, too, where I went into greater detail. But Wilt Chamberlain, it's 201 days after Wilt's birthday anniversary. You can see Bam Adebayo equals 201 and 69. He sets this record on the 69th day of the year. Wilt Chamberlain is also 69 and 150. And from Wilt's death anniversary today is a span of 150 days. Illuminati 150 and 69. Again, what illuminates the world is the sun 150 million kilometers away, at least so the science book says. The Illuminati was founded by the Jesuit Adam Weishaupt. The Jesuit orders 69 and 201. Eric Spoelstra, the coach, went to Jesuit right next to the Nike campus, not far from where the Blazers play. The Wizards went down with 129 points, 129 days after Spoelstra's birthday. 129 is 201 in base 8 counting with these 201s. And Georgetown in Washington, D.C., the nation's first Jesuit university. 129 was the Wizards' final score. Today's the 141st day of the NBA season, which began October 21st. Points record on the 69th day of the year. From Kobe, the day that he made his debut to the day Bam was born was 257 days later. Connects to the Lakers. Obviously, Kobe and Wilt both played for the Lakers. Wilt also played for Philly, Kobe's hometown. Again, it's the 80th season. Wilt died on the day, leaving 80 days left in the year. So now Bam's behind Wilt, but past Bryant in this 80th season. Let's skip over some of this stuff. Yeah, when Wilt scored 100, the rest of his team scored 69. Wilt Chamberlain 69. It's like when Kobe scored 81, the rest of his team scored 41. Kobe Bryant 41. Yeah, again, Bam took 43 shots tonight, 43 free throw attempts, had 43 points at the half. Today was 43 days after Kobe's death anniversary. Miami Heat's 43. Bam went to Kentucky. Funny enough, this game synced with the Pope and the Superior Generals we'll get to, but Mark Pope, the coach of Kentucky right now, is on 43 wins at the time of this ritual too. Mark Pope. The actual Pope has been in office for 43 weeks and 5 days at the time of this ritual. 43 is the 14th prime number. LeBron play for the Lakers, but also used to play for the Heat. And 14 years ago, he won the championship with the Heat in the 66 season, where it was shortened to 66 games due to the lockout. LeBron James and LeBron both 66. Tonight was the 66th game for the Heat tonight. They're 37-29. This was their 66th game. You know, it was the 64th game for the Wizards tonight, like it was 64 years and 8 days ago that Wilt set the point record. 64 is the square root of 8. Kobe used to wear 8. Let me see. Yeah, Lakers has the 66 too. Again, there's a few other notes here I covered, but I'm just doing the expedient version here at the end of the night. We call the NBA the 17 League. It's exactly 17 weeks into the Superior General's age. It's the leader of the Jesuits with all these Jesuit fingerprints on here. And that's also 119 days, like King James Bible equals 119. The King James Bible came out in 1611. LeBron's about to set the record in a handful of days with 1,611 games played, passing Robert Parrish, when parish is terminology for a portion of a church. And today's also 177 days after the Pope's birthday. Wilt the Stilt 177, like the Jesuit order. You run that the other way, Wilt the Stilt equals 147, like when he scored 100, the opposing team lost the 147 points. This ritual comes 85 days before the start of the NBA Finals and 130 days before Bam's upcoming birthday. Bam's actual birth name equals 130 and 85, like basketball, like the Jesuit motto. You could say it's the 141st day of the season. You could also say it's 140 days after the season began. Washington's got the 130 and 140 connection since that's who the opponent was. It was 130 days to Bam's upcoming birthday, which means it was 235 days after his last, the Society of Jesus. And it's 47 days after the anniversary of Kobe scoring 81. It's also 47 days and 20 years. Time 47 and 20. ESPN's article shows number 20, guarding Bam. And again, Kobe dropped 81 in his 666th game. Beast is 47, but Mark of the Beast is 81, like Kobe Bean Bryant. Also has all those 54s, like the Jesuit headquarters. It's at the Church of the Jesuit, Building 54. Here, you want to go conspiratorial? They Live. The Roddy Piper movie where Cable 54 is the enemy of the world and he can see the aliens when he puts on the glasses. Have you guys ever thought about how that movie came out in 88? 41 years after the year of the aliens, 1947, the UFO sighting by Mount Rainier and then Roswell in the 47th state of New Mexico. But I was thinking about that. 1988, the year of that very interesting alien movie. It was 41 years later. Aliens also 23, and today had 23 date numerology, 83 to the 23rd prime. Anyway, one of my predictions I do have is that in the year 2041, which will be 94 years after 1947, they're going to do some major alien type of disclosure thing. But wouldn't that be a trip if They Live was the truth? Roddy Piper again tweeted on the Jesuit order's anniversary of being recognized by Roman Catholic Church, September 27th, that They Live was a documentary. And then he died on the anniversary of the Jesuit founder dying, Ignatius Loyola. But wouldn't it be something if it was like that the aliens were here and they look just like us? It's like some Anunnaki thing. Maybe that's what all these fake celebrity deaths are. They go back to the homeland. But yeah, Cable 54 is the enemy of the world in that movie. The Jesuit headquarters is at before. And yeah, Bam played 41 minutes 4 seconds tonight. Official box score: Kobe Bryant 41, Kobe Bean Bryant 54. I mean, come on. And then we had a Slick Rick call in and say, type in the first names of the top 3 scorers, Wilt, Bam, and Kobe, for a good old 1-1-3, just like the National Basketball Association would call it, the 1-1-3 league. So yeah, there's some other finer details in there, but you know, I do think the script probably was written at Georgetown, you guys. If we could get a mass uprising, man, I would love to do a people's audit of the Jesuit universities. I think there's some major artifacts in those places because they did pay perfect tribute to Georgetown, the nation's first Jesuit university. And again, we're right on the cusp of March Madness this Sunday, Selection Sunday, on the Ides of March of all days. And yeah, it's just a reminder, the first March Madness, Georgetown lost to the Catholic school Villanova, and the current Pope went to Villanova. So, all right. Shout out to King Richard. He also had this observation that from Bam dropping 41 points, his previous career high, like Kobe Bryant 41, who died at 41, to today's ritual was 267 weeks and days later. That's the Philly area code, and we're in the time of the 267th Pope. Chris, live bet 30 on the Bulls for 102.50 profit tonight. Yeah, we like the Bulls to get it done tonight. I saw we had another nice evening, as we do most days. All you guys who peace out after football season, like, what are you doing? Do you know how many good days you guys have missed out on? We've just been crushing. I know I had that right score tonight in the NHL Columbus game too. Columbus Tampa Bay 2-5. That's a monster payout. Our community's been just wrecking NASCAR this year. We've gotten almost every damn NASCAR race right so far. But yeah, the power of this knowledge, you guys. We had 2 25 teams playing each other tonight. Tampa Bay and Columbus. And I said, I bet you anything, whoever wins that game is going to win 2-5. Tampa Bay 25, Columbus 25. Boom. Today had 5 date numerology. That's why it also made sense for the winning score to be 5 and then the 2 25 cities to put up a score of 2-5. Those are monster payouts if you don't know. That's how you can turn $1 into $100. What happened here? I open up probably to go to bed. It's up late, but Justin did pretty good tonight once he got off the connecting to Obama thing. King of Sosa said nice sports picks. Thanks again, King Sosa. And Chris said, I like Duke to finish the season on 37 wins. John Schneider, coach, is 8-3 all time in the tournament. He can win it all in his 17th game. Okay, that's interesting. We'll see what happens. But yeah, we will leave it there for now, you guys. I really did want to go to bed early tonight, and it's anything but that. Oh my God, it's 1:26 out here on the West Coast. That actually creeps me out. All right, 1:26. R.I.P. Kobe. Oh, and again, did he even really die? But that's the story, that on January 26th, that's all she wrote. We'll leave it there for now, True Seeker. Until next time.